I just need to find like higher weapons for where I'm at.
No, that I understand.
Because only doing like 5-10 damage to a boss each shot kind of sucks.
Yeah. Well, if you want, we can join up. If you'd
Sounds
rather have
good.
2 different parties, we can sit here and chat while we do it. I'm flexible with both of you. I just know it's kind of fun sometimes to go storm the
I'm down
castle
to
with
join.
people.
How far are you?
We're in
I'm
Act 2.
Okay, I think I'm close to being in Act 2. I'm doing the Ogham Village stuff, or Ogham,
Okay,
or whatever it is.
Yeah. We're midway on Act 2. Okay.
Yeah, so as long as, like, so what I thought was if you were interested in, like, other characters around your level rather than a carry, that's going to feel different. We can maybe get closer to that. I have other characters I don't know about DM. But if you want a carry through a specific thing...
I'm looking for the Seed of Corruption up here.
Okay. Yeah, he's actually in the burning village right now.
Right.
So it's up to you, Ned. Do you kind of want us to come in and and help you get through, or do you want us to try to pick characters that are a bit lower and not going to kind of shepherd you through?
I mean, that's all up to you. I don't care. Either way works for me.
Okay. I want to make sure I knew your feelings on it as well. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
If we come back there with these characters, everything's just kind of...
I have heard that's not the case as much as you think, Matt. I've heard that they do adjust your capabilities down if you go there.
Okay.
So it would be worth seeing just how much. Like when we went through there, we did decent. If we had the enhancements we do now, it should be absolutely stomping. But we can find out if that's the case or not.
We can find that out. All right. On my way. Are you going to start your stream, or...?
I did.
Oh, you did? Cool.
I did. We're live. People are seeing us.
Hello!
Ah.
So yes, we're trying a confirmation of bias today as well, because last time when I streamed with DM, my PoE was crashing like way more, and yeah, I'm gonna see if it does that again.
It'll be curious to see.
While I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not doing as much damage as we did when we were here last time.
Interesting.
Because these guys went down faster last time when I did this.
Yeah.
Hey lady, here for moral support and firepower or resources as needed. Awesome. You're always welcome to join us if you want.
By the way, what is the max party size you can have in this game?
I have no idea.
I would
Lady,
imagine
no,
it's
Lady's
four,
more of
but
a PoE expert than us. She's actually the guild head.
Because I know Diablo, it's 4. Oh, 6? Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Nice. All right.
Ladies, quick!
Doesn't help.
Indeed.
There's no destructibility.
Yep, none. Hey, look, she's now online.
That just sucks that, like, all the names were taken that I tried using the other night with this.
Oh yeah, no,
There's a lot of people playing this game. A lot of people.
Yeah.
No, I get that, and
Sure. You're always welcome to join us in Voice Lady, and you'll see a nice little pop-up on Twitch to even do it.
Oh, DM died.
And I die because I'm inviting Lady.
I did underscores and stuff. That's the thing. I did underscores with certain things, and it still didn't let me.
That's funny. Yeah, there's a lot of special characters they won't let you use either, so it's very limited. And you can only use underscore. Hey, Lady.
Yeah, it's very limited. I actually went through and made like 3 characters as soon as I joined the game because PoE 1 was like.
Yeah, they had the same thing in PoE 1. It gets hard to get names in this game.
I have Rochelle and Vasha.
There you go.
And I still didn't manage to be the first Rochelle. I still had to use underscore.
That is crazy. Like, just I get that they want to have it, but I almost would rather them do a unique ID behind the scenes, like a numeric ID. And then have it where the name can be the same. Because it's like, how many people have the same name in the world?
Yeah.
If they just let us use numbers, it'd be fine.
That would work too.
Yeah.
Just something.
You're out.
Yeah, they didn't even have me or let me have my nemesis name, and I was like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Because there's like 8,000.
Because numbers. And yeah, there's a lot of people that want to go with Nemesis.
I know like 2 others in Diablo chats that have different Nemesis than you, Nemesis.
Yeah.
Welcome to the courtyard of death.
And my name is actually my middle name. I should have rights to that because it's actually my name.
Yeah.
And I bet you being born in 77 means I'm the oldest one trying to fucking use that name in the first place. Were you muted or was I talking over you, Ty?
Do what?
No, I'm muted. I was hollering at my son to take care of something. She saw my mouth move on stream, but
yes, I am. And you're not.
I see your lips moving, but all I'm hearing is shamalama. Oh, damn, that hurt.
Right, now you can tell.
Hi.
hi.
My granddaughter.
She gonna join us too?
No, she plays Diablo, not PoE.
Yes!
You gotta love that response.
No, PoE is a little more complicated than Diablo is. So Diablo, she knows how to play. I mean, we build the characters for her, but she knows how to play. But PoE's a little bit more complicated. Not quite there yet. Plus, we would have to like buy a whole nother account just for her.
Right. Or wait a little while until she can play it without that.
Well, I mean, when they release the next set of stash tabs, because I know they're going to end up adding a tab at least for ultimatums and stack of my keys. Then I'm gonna have to re-up, and if I just buy another supporter pack, I can get another key to get per account.
Well,
And
there
I
you go.
still get my gold, so.
Hey, Nam, you got stuff back here you left.
Yep, I know. Hold on.
No, you're all good. Just want to make sure you knew that there's boss man.
Whenever they do the next stash tab sale at Honey, right now we're buying like 3 more tabs for the guild, like right off the bat.
Yep.
And my pretty bulbous fire, like red that I put down. I know it's hard to see because game is game, but it's actually good to stand in it. And
All right. Oh,
so this one
time to go to
Yes.
Clearfell, I guess.
with the
Oh, hold
green
on.
bulb.
Hold on. You wanna step through here actually.
Oh, you have Clearfell too?
If you're at the end of an area, you want to step through, and you can talk to Letis.
What level
first
are
if
you,
haven't.
Nemesis?
Letis.
What?
So what level are you?
14.
15 now.
15.
Oh, 15.
So you step through because there's always a waypoint typically right nearby. Not always,
okay.
but often. So then you can just come right back to this map instead of having to go back through and clear that one all over again.
Yeah.
Indeed. Okay. All right. Now talk to this person.
I muted the TV. I'm sorry, I forgot it was even on.
It's all good.
Or
I
game
literally
one in
have
case
children
anybody cares.
screaming in the background sometimes. So I mean,
How can I be?
can't exactly fault anyone else for any of that sort of stuff, right?
Sorry,
I mean, you
insist.
could.
I've collected these over time. What do you think?
No.
Oh, I like this one.
But I don't know how much
Some
good it would
shadows
do.
haunt us both.
All right, ask me to join.
Sure. We can do that right here. We got the social screen. And
I just want to see how it
Lesser,
scales.
medium.
Right, so level 69 Infernalist. Okay, this will be interesting.
But I want to see
'Cause-
how it scales because it's supposed to scale
Oh,
it
no, I
down
get
to
you.
me, or down to you guys, but I don't know how it'll work. So
It scaled me down. I know that because when I went through the Ogden Village, I was
I wonder.
decimating everything. And now I actually wasn't as much.
I am going to teleport to Natasha.
However you want to say it. I just started.
Tasha. I'm
Right?
teleporting to Nasty Tasha.
I had to make up all sorts of fun trying to make it work.
It actually reminds me of a character in a really, really bad Russian movie, but anyway. I like B movies, so.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
There we go.
I'm a huge Mystery Science Theater 3000 fanatic. So.
Oh, I remember that show.
Oh wow, you and your horde.
I actually donated to their Kickstarter a year and a half ago. So I own the most recent season because of it.
All right, now time to go to the manor and kill the last guy.
Okay. Oh,
So when-
Geonor?
Yeah, something
he's
like
just, Yeah. He's going for the governor. But he's just got to the manor, so we can all just portal to him.
Well, I don't know where you guys are.
He's Zachariel, how do you say it? Zachariel?
Zachariah. Yeah, Zachariah.
So you
Zachariah.
just click on our portal On
Yes,
the left.
I want to.
Next
Yeah, I'm on it, buddy. I know how to do it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm being overly cautious with it. I wasn't trying to say you didn't.
If my character starts making you guys lag, say something because my minions can do that.
For me, it's not.
Not me. Okay, this is a dead end. Yay, minions! Minions everywhere.
I have about 14 of them.
What's this book thing for?
It's lore.
Lore. It tells you
Ritual
lore.
or brutal orders, blah blah blah.
Okay, yeah, it definitely is gonna let me like.
Yeah, you should be already done clearing that. So you're not doing what you should be.
I cannot stand that thing there. Wow. Yeah, this needs to be changed. Pay attention to the devs. Cannot see anything.
Can't even knock out my energy.
The dog is going crazy.
There is power in this creature. I can feel it.
You know it's gonna be easy anyway, because I'm gonna put it outside. Stop! I want you to stop. No, I want you to stop too. Sit down.
Right? So her as a level 69 should have made that whole thing basically been a joke.
Yeah.
Because they de-level, it wasn't. So that's interesting.
Indeed.
It made it harder for me to kill, but my defense was definitely never in question.
Yeah.
I don't know how your guys' defense hurdle is.
Yo,
Mine is
It was an
definitely not
Iron
doing as
Spearman.
much.
I read that as Iron Superman. I'm like, what the hell?
Yes, Superman.
Well, you are Superman.
Made of iron. Instead of the Man of Steel, he's the Man of Iron.
Well, do you
I
know
might
about the
just,
Men of Iron?
Laura, you don't need to try. You just need to call down.
The Men of Iron, the Men of Stone, the Men of Gold.
No,
Okay, lore?
Oh, I know the Iron Warriors.
No. No, 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 no.
Oh, well, no, I don't.
What I'm talking about. Autonomous individuals. Machine.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Dangerous AI. Men of Iron.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Ooh, I lost the whole 100 life.
Did we lose? We did lose Matt. Matt, you alright?
yeah, I can't deal with not being able to see. So I'm just gonna chill.
I can leave. I was just.
It's fine. No, you're fine. It's not you. I can't. I just can't see.
He
so-
doesn't like my fire either. And I only have one ring of fire.
Like Johnny Cash.
It's not you. It's not your
Yes.
character.
Well, he fell
Me.
into a burning ring of fire. He never said he could only handle one of those.
But I do think that you know, the occlusion needs to change.
They at least need to have an option for that.
Yeah, agreed.
Honestly, I
on
don't
her
like
stuff-
my rings of fire either, which is why I'm slowly moving into a cold build. I've already started building up the skill.
Okay. Yeah, like when they go up, like it's hard to see anything. I get what Matt's saying. Because like don't see anything. Like, you can't see the enemies when there's all the fire. They hide in the
Well, and my arsonists just make even more fire, so I can't even see what's on the ground. So I died of poison and chaos way too much.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So
That's
I
one of the
kind
things
of
that's been...
switching. Frost and Storm are supposed to be better for it. You can actually see what's happening on the ground more. So
Yeah.
I'm slowly trying to make my move over there. But
Here's the manor.
You found it?
Yep.
Well, I'll step out so Matt can play. It's all good, lady. Like, I have so many characters. So if I want to go and do something, it's fine.
All right, let's go kick some ass.
Just chilling with you guys, so it doesn't. Yeah, it's all good.
Well, I mean, I could be running maps and getting more resources for all of us to use. I don't have to be doing that.
Whatever you prefer, lady. If you like, if you want to join them and DM, I'll just chill. And if you want to run maps, I will join them. Like, either way, it doesn't.
Fine, okay. I'm gonna wait until they're not surrounded by enemies, and then I'm gonna duck out. Guys, come over here by the checkpoint so that I can back out, and because it's gonna change your difficulty when I do it, so you guys might as well be like well set for it.
Sure.
Right?
Yep.
Alright.
All good.
So we want to leave party. There we go. All you guys now.
Have fun.
No, you guys have fun. I'll make another character and I'll catch up to you guys. You know that.
Okay. I mean, you'll probably level up to our level pretty quick.
Yeah.
Walter already has 2 characters and maps. I can't believe it.
Speaking of which, I need to go sell. I'll be right back.
Okay.
He's got 2 characters in maps and works a full-time job truck driving.
Wow. It's crazy.
And still won't accept that my job is harder even though I just got to maps on one character.
This means he plays the game more. Jeez.
Stay at home,
Yeah,
mom.
Lee,
It's
stop
harder
playing
than
all
it
the other
looks.
games. If you would just play the one game, then you wouldn't have to worry about it.
This isn't the place.
I will
I
be
don't
back.
play any other games.
I'm
Currently.
joking. I knew you weren't currently.
Honestly, since the day PoE2 came out, I play a little bit of Magic and backgammon in the morning while I'm drinking my coffee, but otherwise it's all PoE2.
Yeah.
I haven't even got one character to maps yet, and I've been playing for over
All right,
130
time
hours.
to transfer these into my stash.
I can see why that's annoying.
Do you have a guild
tried
yet,
not to use it.
Nemesis? Do you want me to add you to the guild?
Sure, I will take a guild invite.
I want to say
Uh,
guild. What's your character's name?
the Zachariah.
Okay. Were there underscores in there? I don't remember.
Nope. Nope. ZACH.
Also, Matt, it's take out the brackets.
ZACHRIL.
Zacharial, yes. Zachariah. There you go.
Not.
Oh, you already have it equipped.
I just added you. There you go.
Oh, I was talking to Matt in the chat.
Yeah.
Well, the next time you go to town, you should check out the guild stash because I guarantee you we have stuff in there that will upgrade you.
Okay.
Yep. Like all my hand-me-down gear that I put back in there, because I have a mercenary.
Plus all mine and my
39.
husband's and his brothers.
And yeah.
Yes.
Do. All right.
I have to go set up my granddaughter's bed. I'll be right back.
It looks like I can't actually do the thing because it won't let me equip arrows after I've equipped the bow. Alright, all good.
No, I died. Extra warriors came around the corner and flanked me.
Alright, I got you. Maybe? Hold on, I will
At
have
least
you.
we're not going down an endless crystal cavern.
Oh. Jesus Christ. Holy shit, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I will bring you your pop and your cake.
Did you see that, Matt? When Nemesis and I were doing the crystal descent? I think you weren't up yet, so I think you may have missed it. We did Return to Moria.
Yeah.
And we had fun with the fact that you can die from fall damage.
Yes, we did.
What did you do, Valerie?
Hey, I am glad we did as well as we did, though. Like, I am so glad I built all those.
Triumph is at hand.
There he
Yes,
is.
indeed.
Just a man. Nothing more.
It shows being over analytical and over prepared is not necessarily a bad thing.
Ow! Stop pushing me! Houdini! Go to bed. Sorry. So good. He was speaking Star Wars to me. I had to answer in Star Wars.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
No, this is not the awake you need to be.
Dude, we got our very first dog as a puppy when my son was 11 years old, and we had been begging for a dog for years, and my husband would always say he hated dogs, so he wouldn't get us one. I sent him to the grocery store one day, and he came back with a dog. There's just this little tiny puppy.
So instead of Dad going to the store for milk, he went to the store and got a puppy.
He went to the store for groceries. He came back with a puppy and none of the groceries and nothing for the puppy either. So him and I had to go back out. Well, he didn't know what he was doing. He's never had a dog before. So we had to go back out to buy everything for the dog, plus something to eat for dinner. And we left the puppy home with the kids. And by the time we got home, my 11-year-old son had named the dog Obi-Wan Kenobi. So for 14 years, I had a dog named Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Perfect.
Yes. Until he was a German Shepherd Chow Chow, so, you know, and I had kids. My kids were very terrible about closing doors. So when you're wandering around the neighborhood in your bathrobe at 7:30 in the morning yelling,
No!
Obi-Wan Kenobi! The neighbors stare. Because the dog got it.
I'm trying to get him up. Get off his body so I can revive him.
He was also the best dog ever, so it's fitting that he got the best Jedi name ever.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
That's great.
That dog broke our hearts when he died.
I bet.
Ah, I get that. I feel that recently.
Yeah, same.
It was about 3 years ago, and it was right when COVID hit, so it was 2020.
Oof.
And it was the week before my birthday.
Are you going?
He broke his
Dagral,
hip.
where are you going?
To hell if I don't change my ways. Just kidding.
He was 14 years old.
I mean, it depends
He
if
already
you're
had
playing Diablo.
cancer and he broke his hip. So I didn't have any choice but to put him down at that point.
Yeah. Like, I
But
thought
my
that's where we were
kids
going to go
rushed
with
from
ours,
sleeping.
and then he just gone. Like, it was completely unexpected.
Our, both of the kids that weren't living with us at the time were very far away, and as soon as I called them and said, hey, I'm going to have to put Obi-Wan down on Monday, they were both here for it instantly. Like, they skipped everything and cleared their schedules for the dog.
Yeah.
I've never seen
yeah.
my son bawl like that before.
I can say the exact same thing.
But I can also say that when I was 16 and I had to put the dog that I had since I was 3 down, I was
I guess
yeah,
down the
that's
stairs
right.
we go.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Is this as far as you've been, them, or?
Yep.
Cool.
I got to I got to that other spot where we fought the other boss last night, and then that was when I decided to call it because it was getting late.
There.
By the way, if you ask my husband tomorrow how he feels about dogs, he would still say, I hate dogs, even though he brought home 5 more. He would
what?
further tell you, I don't have dogs, I have furry children.
Look, I love dogs more than people sometimes.
I love dogs more than people almost all the time.
It just depends on the dog. My dogs, yes, I love my dogs more than people. Some other people's dogs, not really.
It's not even not other people's dogs.
He's under there.
And I'm just going to say this as a disclaimer because several members of my family have pit bulls that are absolutely big time angels, and I absolutely adore them. But a stranger pit bull is the one dog I won't ever go near. I have no idea how they trained that dog. I have no idea how it was raised, and I am not going to go near a pit bull that I don't know.
Oh shit! Eat grenades, bitches.
Grenades?
No, I completely agree with that one.
It's like going next to a grizzly bear that you don't know what happened to it. You know, like, you just don't fuck with certain things.
Like, I myself am a German Shepherd enthusiast. I love Shepherds. I grew up around them.
Too.
I've known their demeanor. They're like my whole life. I know how to deal with them.
Obi-Wan Kenobi was a Chow Chow German Shepherd mix.
Can go in there.
So he looked exactly like a German Shepherd, except for he had orange fur and a curly tail.
That is weird.
The cutest, and he was massive, and oh my god, so fast, because he had the front haunches of a Chow Chow, so he had more power up front than a normal German Shepherd. That dog was so fast.
Nice.
But then I've also had
That is
2
a
black
really weird
labs, and I
combination.
grew up with a golden lab, so I'm a lab lady.
Labs are good.
Labs are great dogs. Labs are great family dogs.
That's fine, Katie. I figured you would.
And then I also have my puppy, the one that is the terrorist that ate my mic, is Australian Shepherd, and
Aussies are awesome too.
Shiba Inu mix.
There we go.
And the herding tendency in her is so awful compared to German Shepherds. Oh my god. She's straight up obnoxious. She wants everybody to be where they're supposed to be at all times.
Yep.
That's the fun thing with a shepherd.
Yeah, I have 2 autistic grandchildren. Let me just tell you, it creates issues.
No, never.
But like, I used to say I hated small dogs, and then I ended up with one for 14 years.
Oh, I don't like small dogs. They're the size of a cat. We don't need them.
Nope. Me.
No, my cat was bigger. Loki was bigger than Peyton, and Peyton just...
That's even worse.
No, we don't do that.
Peyton was the one who just died like 3 weeks ago.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
But I didn't get him on purpose. He was my best friend's dog, and my best friend committed suicide, and I took the dog in after he passed away.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, very
So
different.
that dog was almost 20 years old when it died. And he died in my arms. He had his final seizure in my arms, so. But he was different. I mean, the guy who I got that dog from is actually the guy who introduced me to my husband. So me and my husband were so beholden to that dog after we lost Justin, you know.
Yeah.
I call heresy.
Heresy? Why? Because there's a bunch of, like, Nurgle
Yes.
born hybrid creatures.
That's right.
That's actually what I thought when I went through this area. I was like, this is a, like, Nurgle corn hybrid area. It's very disturbing.
So now I was telling Dime and Matt earlier.
There is power in this
Earlier
object.
today, I traded 1 divine for almost 120 exalted orbs.
Damn.
And the exalted orbs are what you use to put affixes on stuff.
Uh-huh.
I do not expect that ratio to maintain because that's based on an old ratio from PoE1 where exalteds were not as popular as they are in PoE2. But I'm going to keep doing that, and I will share exalteds if you guys need them. Just let me know
Cool.
so that you can play with your gear the same way that I'm trying to play with mine. And I actually did that on the in-game market. You don't even have to go to an off-site to do that.
Hey, so many of these people are...
Ah! Run away. Fire bad. Fire does not buff despite popular belief.
It doesn't?
Lightning
I
now.
read- I read early things
That's
about
another
you.
story.
It's
This,
shocking.
this one here.
That's right.
that one-
Yeah, this actually helps.
Yes.
This helps.
More.
This,
What class are you
time.
playing,
The
Zachariah?
beast hungers.
Mercenary?
Merc.
Yeah, that too.
I know what this is.
So all of Diamond X's hand-me-downs are already in the
That's what I
stack
said.
box, and there's
Yeah.
plenty of other
Literally
decks
all of
left
my
in the
hand-me-downs fit him.
And there are a ton of skill gems. The guild bank is full of skill gems.
Nice.
Alright, so you haven't done this boss before. Do you want to experience it for yourself for the first time, or do you want to know how to do it?
I'll remove your
I think not, Mad Wolf.
Don't get hit.
Well, obviously don't get hit.
Helpful. Helpful.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. I help with the greatest tidbits of wisdom known to mankind.
I'm
Kill them,
frozen.
kill them. Don't get hit. I forgot to put my ice immunity back on. should have done that.
He turns into a dog.
Yes, he does.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wolfie. I want to tame the wolf. Ah! Not get eaten
Okay.
by the wolf. Come here, let me make you my pet. Whoa, hello. More pets to play with. Hey, hey, hey. Sir, that is rude. Not supposed to do that. No, don't release the beast. Oh, hello. Ha! Get fucked.
And now we go to stage 2.
H2. Honestly, all stage.
Hello. I don't like this.
Through an endless night, they wither and tarry.
Don't like this at all. Hello. Hi.
It's okay, he nearly killed me with one.
We good, we good, we good. Hello. Ah. Nope. Hello. Okay, cool.
I smell your blood.
Oh, sorry, Junior, but not
He's not
good.
flying.
That's unfortunate.
It is, yes.
don't get
we
hit.
Can, we can idle. I don't
Not even that. My whole game crashed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Again.
that's terrible.
We'll idle a little bit. Can you survive if you idle, DM?
Damn it!
Do what?
Dash have
Go down.
There he is. He's back.
Oh, I got froze. Hey, he's back.
Fuck, I gotta talk to my husband.
I'm now the Impaler. As swift as death,
But yeah, I do have a baby in the back.
imbued by the moon. Curse or
You see the head of seal on the package that I
branded and afflicted. Your veins soon chill. Agna shall slay again.
upgrade. We really have all moon upgraded.
I dodged. One split
I
second.
did too. But apparently it didn't register me as dodging.
Bumbles, there it is.
Leave me alone. I'm trying to get him up.
Yeah, they really don't like you trying to get people up.
I'm down. If I had 1 second left, I would have had you up. Instead, he insta-killed me. It's all Matt. He's the champ.
Quickens. The eternal impure, with bloodlust empowered. Our Casimir endured.
And now we have to do this small space, dodging the bloody beams.
Death waited at the door. Then hour
Oh,
by hour,
nice.
men fell as summer sour.
No.
I will take out your heart and savor each bite. Desolation.
Yo, what's up, Blue Dragon?
Hey, Blue Dragon. Good to see you.
I smell your blood, and I am ravenous. desolation.
Ow.
That hurt. That looked like it hurt. Not gonna lie.
I will
Yeah.
take out your heart and save freezing.
You almost got this.
You are hunted.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Look at the sliver of hell.
Suffered but endured.
Oh, that is dirty.
Thanks for the follow, Blue Dragon.
No tales were told. None new, none old. And their endless hunger grew ever stronger.
You should be able to rejoin.
I will take out your heart and savor its plight. Allow me to clear your mind, if only for a moment. The madness, it consumed my being. Oriana used it against me. Where has she taken the beast? I found messages from the desert. From the Vastiri? Yes.
Hey, look, a skill point. I leveled.
And there's a Discord PM as well with that if you want.
Please, stop the madness. As you wish.
When's the tab sale, lady?
We must make haste. Let us return to Clearfell to make our preparations.
I need to figure stuff out.
Sorry we couldn't get you up so that you could get even more XP.
How can I advise you?
It's all good.
Move swiftly.
Matt, it's right now.
Oh. Thank you.
There's 25,
Eruption
30%. It all depends on what you want, but
Okay. I'll go check it out.
Alright, so.
I assume it'll probably go through the weekend because they're on New Zealand time, so they would have just started it Friday for them, right?
Hello.
Yeah.
So it'll probably go through the weekend that they're doing the stash tab sale,
I will
which
treasure
means I have this weekend to figure out how to gift you points. Steve.
it. It seems shadows haunt us both. It is good to see.
I don't think anything I have would be any kind of upgrade for you guys.
You don't have to worry about that. Take advantage of what's there for now
Be careful.
and worry about it when you get into maps and have something to contribute.
Oh, yeah.
But even the low-level stuff we try to keep around because when people want to make new tunes, then they have
New
the gear
character
that they
levels.
need for their new tunes.
Indeed. Okay. Guild stash. Weapons.
So, like for you, there's a whole lot of skill gems in there that are already cut. But then there's uncut ones too.
Ooh, crossbows.
For weapons, there is some very nice selection of crossbows throughout the levels.
Yeah, there's one.
I didn't
Yeah,
say
those-
that they're all available for you now.
Why? Yeah.
Those guild tabs are 40 gold off. That is good.
I have 0 gold.
I'm at
How do you have
9,200.
0 gold? Oh. I was thinking in-game gold, not
I know. That's
like, how do you have
I'm
0
sorry.
gold? What the fuck did you
I'm
buy?
sorry. I knew that would do that and be confusing, but I had to.
No, I'm trying to figure out how I can gift you gold. Like, can I just buy you 30 gold? Like, how does that work? I'm trying to figure it out, so.
Feeling lucky?
Because if I can, I plan on buying you at least 30 gold so that you can at least get your currency and gems tabs for yourself.
Later.
I mean, I got ugly stash. It's all good.
I know you got ugly stash, but you could also have ugly
4
plus
tabs.
pretty. Trust me, when I first started out in PoE1, I had a lot of ugly tabs.
Oh, I have all the ugly tabs in PoE1. I have no decent
What is
tabs.
delirium?
I'm pretty sure I made it all the way to max and past that before I finally told her, dude, I gotta spend money on this game. Because my shit was just full. I'm like, I don't know what to get rid of.
I hear you.
And then I got into Guild and I saw the way they had their tabs set up, and I was like, well, damn, I definitely need money.
How can I be of aid?
Stash. How many?
Go.
Okay, well,
Gem.
apparently I have all kinds of tabs now in my stash.
Your stash, you have 4.
Well, I just bought
Oh.
like another 12.
Oh my god, you should have asked first.
Do I?
You bought like 12?
Well,
Apparently.
when you buy your $30 package, you get 300 guild coins to spend, or gold coins to spend. And I'm guessing that's what he just did.
No, I got I got the 30.
But did you buy a
let's see,
currency
what level?
tab? Because before you bought anything, you should have bought a currency tab and a skills or a gem tab. Absolutely 100% before anything else.
Hold on.
Because you can stack infinitely in them.
I'm sure I can add a skit currency, right?
Yeah, as long as you still have the gold. I'm just saying that before you buy tabs, if you're not sure what you're buying.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
But like, if you have exalts right now, they only stack to 20. I have 150 exalts and they all stack into one spot because I have the currency tab where I can stack them all into one spot instead of them taking up multiple spots. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, you
Yes.
got the runes now in there.
And you can do the runes in your currency tab. You can do force.
Oh, I can. Okay, so on to Act 2 for me, I guess.
Yep.
The currency tab, the skill tab, and eventually you want the delirium and essence tab too, but you really don't need those early on. Are really good, but then beyond that you want utility tabs, and the quad stash tabs are a huge difference because that's the difference in size between the guild tabs and your regular tabs.
Gotcha.
Hey, with the upgrade to
Premium.
how does that work?
So it'll upgrade your 1 through 5 tabs to 1 through 5. They will remain exactly the same, except for that you can now label them for what you're putting in them and change the color of the tab or whatever. That's why they're cheap. They're super freaking cheap to upgrade those tabs, but they're really not worth it as long as you know what 1 through 5 means.
Okay.
those are just like Gucci tabs type of thing. Like if you have an
All right.
extra 50.
I guess Act 2 it is. Going east.
It is.
There's a bundle for. What is the bundle? Micro.
The premium upgrades
Bundle.
suck, but doesn't it?
There's a quad tab bundle for 500 that I really want to get.
Yes. An outcast's truth.
Sound.
Let's just get this.
C'est là.
Alright. Sound
And it gives you
effect.
4 quad tabs.
Nice.
Which is the equivalent of 16 regular premium tabs. But I mean, 500 is $50, so.
Is what?
Every 100
Well, sir, we have
gold
arrived.
that you're spending is $10 real money.
Good luck
Yeah.
to you.
So there's this one bundle that I really want that costs 500 gold, but it gives you 4 quad tabs, and quad tabs are 4 times the space as a regular tab, so it's the equivalent of 16 tabs for
Ah, okay.
$50, but it's all in 4 tabs so that you can fit more stuff into whatever you label those tabs at.
That's fair.
And it's a great price on quad tabs when you look at what quad tabs actually cost. Like, it's a great deal. But that's on my wish list. But when we bought the PoE2 package, I had already bought a bunch of stuff in PoE1, and all of my stuff was going to transfer because GGG is the greatest freaking gaming company ever. They actually let all of your microtransactions from PoE1 transfer to PoE2. I've never heard of a game doing that ever.
Oh, okay.
So all of the money that I spent on PoE1 transferred to PoE2. I still had all of my bonus tabs and all of my fancy stuff. And that's why I was so willing to invest in PoE1, because I already knew about it. But my husband never played PoE1, so when we bought our package, we bought it through his account so that he would have all the gold.
You are nothing.
That's fair.
And we bought a package that came with multiple keys, so I got the key that I needed, but I didn't need the gold type of situation.
Yeah.
With the understanding that eventually I would need gold and
Matt,
we'd
you
re-up
good?
that when I needed it.
Yep, I'm just changing my stash tabs around.
And we also built the guild out of it. Those gold coins are how we built the guild, because the guild costs gold too to buy all those stash tabs there, so.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll be back in a second. Just let me...
I mean,
That's so unfortunate.
I don't want to say we're selective with the guild, but we want team players.
100%.
We originally started the guild as a family guild, but then I ended up giving one of our spare keys to Deem, and of course this community was invited, but you know, we want to make sure it's people that are actually playing and people who will reciprocate.
Indeed.
Yeah, so when you find a piece that looks good that you're not going to use, throw it in the community good stuff.
And when I clean up the guild stash, the only reason that I have a currency tab in guild is for when I clean up guild stash. I do not recommend anybody ever put any kind of currency in the currency tab, because anything you put in there is free for all, so somebody else can take it. You shouldn't use it as your own stuff. But when I'm cleaning up the guild tabs and taking out, like if we have 19 things that are all levels 16, then I'm going to start melting stuff because we just don't have the room, right? I will always put those resources into the currency tab for anybody to use.
17.
When I clean.
Oh, we've got a essence here, fellas.
Does that make sense now?
Of course. It sure does.
So the currency tab is there for more of a transparency on the part of the guild leader, which is me. I want you guys to see that I'm being transparent. When I melt something, you're going to see those numbers go up every single time.
Hello. Uh-oh, Starship Troopers game. Fighting bugs.
Oh, you're going to find a lot of bugs in this area. Get used to it. It's going to last you about 3 days, and it's all bugs.
Grandma?
Yes?
Well, bugs and hyenas.
I'm okay with hyenas.
Because you normally make me stop doing things.
Might not be for too long.
You're on vacation for Christmas. Go do whatever you want. You're fine.
Okay.
She wanted to know if she could play Roblox because it was 8 o'clock at night. You don't care, you're on Christmas vacation, you don't have school tomorrow, do whatever you want. You're also not at mommy's house, you're at grandma's. Haha. Trust me, Dean, all the struggle you're going through with your kids will be worth it when you get to be a grandpa.
And then not have to worry about it.
Then you don't have to worry about it. Then you can just
Little
spoil
while
them
away
and you don't
yet.
care.
Yeah.
Just a little while away yet. We don't need to wish that on him quite yet.
You have no idea how fast it happens. And I'm not talking about them getting pregnant young or anything. I'm just talking about them growing up.
A decade passing.
A decade passes 10 times faster if you have children involved.
Yep.
Yes.
I agree, because hey, look, I'm 2 months away from a 20-year Army retirement, so. I'm
Lady Rochelle 77 because I was born in 77. I had my oldest when I was 19. He'll be 29 next year, or this year, now that we're in the new year. You know, my son's pushing 30. Trust me, I know some things. 47 years old. I have 2 grandchildren.
You've only got 7 years on me. Actually, no, 6 years.
Well, I'll be 48 this year. Oh, I don't know. Your birthday was yesterday.
Well, December, but yes.
My husband's is December 6th.
10th.
Oh, okay. You're right in there. You're a Sagittarius.
Uh-huh.
So that means
I am.
that means you're a gentle asshole.
Sometimes.
Yeah, no. Sometimes it's not so gentle.
Sometimes not so, yes.
Exactly.
It's okay. I'm a Cancer, so I'm a gentle, emotional basket case sometimes. The rest of the time, it's not so gentle.
My ex-wife was a Cancer.
Sagittarius and Cancer seems to be a thing I've noticed.
Yeah, it could be. So a thing I read years ago, it could go really well or really bad.
Oh, there have been plenty of times where my husband and I have been married for 26 years. We spent 7 years separated. And that's on top of the off and on.
The on and on, off again, on and on.
Yeah, there's always things. But at the end of the day, we are best friends. So, like, we always end up back in the same place.
No, my ex-wife was the complete opposite.
Well, I'm psychotic and he's an asshole who has to have control all the time. So,
well, she was psychotic. I have 2 scars on the side of my head from where she tried to kill me, so...
Well, that's different. That's a different kind of psychotic. I have actually never done anything remotely like that to anybody else. But I do have a scar on my face from an ex while we were separated. And that ex putting 10 stitches into the side of my face is actually what woke my husband up to the idea that I can't mess with her. She actually can be broken. Type of situation.
Fair.
So the scar on my face, even though he didn't give it to me, was the wake-up call he needed that our relationship needed to change. And it did. And we've been together ever since. We repaired everything over it.
Hey, that's amazing.
It's very rare, but it was amazing, yes. Part of it had to do with the fact that we were still best friends, though, because when it happened, I had to drive myself to the hospital because I left the idiot who did it fucking literally laying in the sand as he was trying to chase me out the door. I stole his car and drove myself to the hospital. And he was passed out drunk in the sand still when I came back.
Damn.
And all he said to me that morning was, I'm gonna go play disc golf with some friends after work. You don't have a problem with that, do you? I was like, nope, I sure don't. And at the time I worked for Holiday Inn, so I went into work with a big ass face full of stitches and said, I need a room tonight because I ain't going home. And they're like, you're right, you are not going home. You also drink for free tonight. I got absolutely shit-faced, called my husband, who I had been separated from for 5 years. He came and picked me up that night with my daughter, and life's been good ever since. We bought a house 6 months later.
Nice, hell yeah.
So, sometimes the worst things in the world end up leading to better things. And that was 15 years ago. The scar has faded quite a bit. Just blends in with my laugh lines nowadays. But hey, at least I have laugh lines. Because my life couldn't have been all bad if I was laughing that much.
Indeed.
You have kids, you have to laugh.
Pretty much.
Boss.
I was also raised in a comedy club, so like I don't have a choice. I get all humor.
So
Okay,
while
so-
they're engaged with him,
The pack leader.
can't really run
There.
down. You have to stay up.
Oh, we got a boss guy. Hello, friend.
Oh, are you guys gonna fight the wolf?
No, we're fighting
No,
Wrathbreaker.
We fight the wolf. We're fighting, yeah,
No, you're fighting the wolf. I know who you're fighting.
the centaur hyena creature.
Yeah, that guy.
The sentry guarded wolf.
Oh. That wasn't nice.
Oh.
Yeah, they're
So
they
funny
attack
because
you.
I know where you guys are, but the video hasn't caught up to what you're saying.
Oh, Nem is down.
I know.
Yep. Sure am.
Oh, there you go. Now the graphics finally caught up. Oh, and there's none dying.
Sorry, Nem. I keep trying to get
Oh,
over
you're
there.
good.
There's no reviving you.
Yeah, you're not gonna get me until you kill that mob.
They're not gonna get you until they kill him because the mob will keep on coming as long as they keep.
Well, he's dead. But there was a mob that was like, as soon as they killed him, they all dropped down.
See, on my screen, Wraithbreaker is still at half life, so like the graphics don't match up with what you guys are saying.
Interesting. Because on my phone, it's showing that we're basically at where we're at now.
Yep.
Yeah, if I try to refresh it, it's gonna kick me out of voice again. So.
Well, you have the link. So if you need to, you have that. Or you can just
Indeed.
leave it and ignore it and laugh about it.
That too.
I could just laugh at Matt trying to revive Nem when he shouldn't.
Getting swarmed. Yeah.
How can I?
Zarka. Yes, we defeated him. I know. Shocking, right? Hard to believe.
Wait, you're actually halfway competent? So we don't need to get rid of you. Keep in mind, I said halfway competent. I didn't say competent.
Well, I mean, no one said I was fully competent.
Now is not the time
Exactly.
for that.
Want to make sure that's clear.
All right, I'm gonna do something
Uh-oh.
since you guys are done with that.
Quick, everyone duck!
No, I'm gonna give you stuff. Relax.
I get you.
Please.
I gotta have fun, lady. You actually take humor and laugh about it.
Look,
So, you know,
zero
I gotta
fun allowed, okay?
I'm sorry.
There's no such thing as- First of all, it's literally impossible to have zero fun. That just doesn't even exist.
No.
You're doing it wrong if you're having zero fun. If you're having zero fun, what are you even doing with your life?
I mean,
Wondering when my coffee's gonna get here.
sir, I got lost on the way to college.
Okay.
Bonus
Believe
points
it
if you
or-
get that reference.
Believe it or not, I never graduated high school. I was pregnant, so I dropped out. with a 3.8 GPA and a varsity letter in orchestra and cross country, but I dropped out. So, like, you never know what people are going through.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the
Or
thing.
where they
People
come
aren't
from.
Education doesn't necessarily dictate intelligence either. You can have very intelligent people who haven't passed educational standards, and you can have very unintelligent people who have all the educational accolades.
A great man once told me this, and by a great man, I mean he was the head of epidemiology for the entire state of Michigan for 40 years. But he looked at me once and he said, all of my degrees on this wall, all of these diplomas, he said all they are credentials that I had to pay a lot of money for. They have nothing to do with whether or not I was smart. I was smart. And it actually made me feel a lot better about myself when he said it.
Yeah, and it's very true, but not everyone understands that.
He was absolutely right when he said it, and I tell my kids that all the time, even though one of them already has their degree and the other one is going for hers, and the other one doesn't have a degree, but she's a fully licensed truck driver who makes great money and raises 2 kids. So, you know, what am I supposed to say?
Oh, yeah. She's an absolute failure if she's actually able to be competent, take care of herself, and raise kids. That's complete failure. Kids are a failure.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh, seriously? Because I thought the whole thing about being a failure right now was if you were a motherless cat woman.
Oh yeah, no, I know, right? It's like,
that was the
all right, Selena Carlisle.
You want to attack women, don't attack them because they have children or not. Don't do that. You're setting yourself up for failure with all women.
right? See, I knew you would take it as the joke it was meant to be. It's like, are you stupid?
Are you like dumb or something? Is something wrong? Anyway,
you gotta call me out like that.
Dean. I just put 5 exalts in the guild stash for you. Take them.
Okay.
Because I already gave Matt 5 earlier, and I'm gonna give Nem 5 after you.
Exalts. They're located in, oh, right there, Exalted Orbs.
They're the gold ones. They're the ones that give you everything you ever wanted.
Rare item with new modifiers. Cool.
All right.
Unfortunately, they don't let me pick what I get.
Nem, I just put 5 more in there for you.
In the guild stash under currency tab.
Go to the guild bank and go to the currency tab and take the 5 gold heads out of there.
Those allow you to modify gold items with new modifiers.
You can have up to 6 modifiers on a gold item. So if you come across a really good gold item that has only 3 or 4, you can add more stuff to it with those.
Fair. Okay.
That's my gift to you guys for today.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I got this ring that says 8% chaos. And so I threw one of mine on there that turned it into a yellow, whatever you call that. Sorry, I don't know the names.
Oh,
yes.
You don't need the gold ones for that.
No, it wasn't gold. And so I made it a gold item. It was a blue item, so I made it a gold item because it was a.
So you had a ring of amethyst.
Yeah.
The amethyst rings have chaos as implicit.
Right. And so I modified that one to be better because it's like absolutely worth keeping around. Chaos resist.
Yeah.
Hey, now did you play PoE1?
I played a little bit of it.
Recently or back in the beginning?
Earlier this year.
As long as you like.
Okay. A lot of it is the same, quite a bit of it is different, but right now, Exalted Orbs, even though they're cheaper than Chaos Orbs on the currency exchange currently. I do not expect that to last because eventually the market will catch up to the way PoE2 is running. The Exalted Orbs are the currency. That's going to be your main currency because that's what everybody wants.
Okay.
And it's because of the difference in crafting right now. Between the two games. But I traded in a Divine Orb earlier today for 120 Exalts, so I thought I'd help everybody out and spread a few of them around.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
And of course, it's stopping you from doing the leaks. I don't know why mine's doing that.
Because it's technically a different mod in my channel that's doing it because it modifies that, and so it's someone else doing it. It's not a big deal. It's just funny. It's humorous.
What? Am I getting modded in voice?
No. The Ko-Fi stream bot. So someone asked me to set up a Ko-Fi as a way to donate to me because they didn't want to use Twitch's thing, which I don't blame them. And I appreciated their support, so I went ahead and did that. And so it posts a link every so often, and since we're doing stream together, it keeps yelling at me. It yells at the Ko-Fi streamer bot because it's posted a link in my chat. And since we're streaming together, it's a merged chat. And so Nem's Streamlabs is yelling at the Ko-Fi bot, acting like it can care what he's saying because they're both automated systems.
It did the same thing with the first time we tried doing Mario with Discord.
Yeah. You can't do that. You can't do that. It's like, okay,
So,
you're special.
Just so you know, Dean, because I know you've asked me before in the past, come spring in Michigan, which means I'm talking like April or May, because we do winter for a while here.
Oh, yeah.
And I have to be able to do spring cleaning soon. First, our mission number one is to clean out our daughter's old bedroom so that I could build up my own gaming den / office in there, and then I will start streaming.
Nice.
And it will probably be a primarily PoE2 stream. However, by no means will I be like a lot of the other PoE2 streamers where I claim to be an expert. It will be a PoE2 stream, noobs for noobs.
Okay. So
because I do not
Robin
even
Hood
begin
so that
to
you
call
can talk
myself
about
an
white men
expert.
can't jump.
Kind of, well, white girl can't PoE.
Great movie.
Well, the game is too. That's actually where Lady came into my channel from, was I was playing Robin Hood. And
That's
we were
right.
talking
Oh
about
my
how
God,
white men
you
can't
know.
jump.
I should name my screen White Man Can't Jump. Robin Hood proves it.
Right? So yeah, Nem, I was quoting that movie, but the game actually made it very much reality as well.
It did. It was so funny. And I was the one who kept making that joke too.
Yep.
I'm like, well, he's white. Of course he can't jump.
It was funny because he literally, like, the Robin Hood character can't
Can't
jump.
fucking
Like,
jump?
how many times did I jump and he failed to jump?
And how many times have we watched a Robin Hood movie or a Robin Hood television series or a Robin Hood anything, and he's not the spryest little motherfucker jumping all over the place and setting off traps and shooting off arrows? It didn't make any sense.
Exactly. And so in the game, he can't jump. Like, he just can't jump.
All right,
Oh no, Robin Hood. Mario jumps better.
I mean,
oh yeah. Okay.
little
Good.
Italian guy is
Cleared that.
definitely way more spry.
Well, neither. Well, if it makes you feel any better, Space Marines can't jump either. So
You're right. But the difference is they're wearing a literal ton
Of armor.
of metal,
well, yeah.
like mass ceramite plating. I mean,
I mean,
For
they're
what
also
it's worth.
9
you know,
feet tall too.
you do Space Hulk Deathwing, right? And you can be Terminator armor. Why can't they jump? Why can't the Terminator armor jump? Huh? Huh?
Right. Where you guys at?
We're in the trailer. So if you go south from you, you can get on the caravan. So go straight south from there, and through the tents. There's going to be right up there,
okay.
right up there. So you get on there, and you go that way. I'm gonna leave the screen on so you guys can still chat with the viewers, but I'm gonna quickly go refill my drink because I need coffee, and I will be right back. Well, Nim.
I think you need something stronger than
Cheese out.
coffee, but go ahead, buddy.
No, because I don't feel like vomiting. And any of that stuff makes me feel absolutely grotesquely nauseous and sick.
I was just trying to get you to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Not because I'm trying to get rid of you, but because you need the sleep.
Coffee doesn't keep me up. I drink a pot of coffee.
Oh, seriously, I can drink 3 pots of coffee and it ain't gonna faze me.
Yeah, no. So I mean, I
Listen,
drink coffee.
I drink energy drinks to go to sleep. All right.
Right?
Yeah,
My
I get you.
husband
That's what I'm saying.
my husband is actually a diabetic, and after a abundance of research, both through trial and error and actually just reading things, 0 sugar monsters are actually better for him than pop. Even 0 sugar pop.
Oh yeah.
So he's been drinking the 0 energy grape and orange monsters instead because it doesn't raise his sugar level, but he still gets to have the caffeine. Or the high, anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Like I normally drink it in the morning because, like, in the morning it'll help me wake up. Kind of.
Nothing helps me wake up like coffee does, and it's not even coffee, like even the smell of it. Like walking into my kitchen and smelling fresh brewed coffee, I'm suddenly way more awake than I was when I first stumbled in. But it makes me really jittery these days in my old age, 47.
Yeah.
Anyway, in my old age, it makes me kind of jittery. So I actually do half and half now. I do half decaf and half coffee, or half regular.
Yeah.
But
I got you.
But if I drink a monster, it doesn't raise my heart rate the same. Like, it does not make me as jittery.
Mine, like, when I drink Monster, mine does about lunchtime if I don't eat breakfast, and 90% of the time I don't eat breakfast.
However, just the smell of coffee makes me want to poop, so coffee keeps me regular.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm just saying, like, nobody ever likes to talk about it, but it's one of the most important things we do every day, and if we don't do it every day, it can be a real problem.
Yeah.
So, just saying, coffee keeps me regular, and I will always do my coffee in the morning to stay regular.
Okay. The Holani Gates.
Oh, you have so much to do before you ever go to the Holani Gates.
Well, I'm going to the Holani Gates.
Oh. Yeah, you're never going to get in there. You're just going to go there and find out that it's a dead end, and then they're going to give you a bunch of other quests.
I mean,
that's literally
my
what's
whole
gonna
life's been a dead end, so there is that.
You and me both now. Everybody
You
asks
that,
me, what do you take
troll the
pride
other
in
day.
your life? And I'm like, the fact that I raised people to have
Use the
better
desert
lives than
map.
me. That's what I achieved.
Gotta go back to the caravan, use the desert map to travel, blah, blah, blah.
He's gonna want you to go, like, oh, probably the trader. Oh, you gotta go rescue the trader first. So
Gotta
you gotta
go click to travel to the
Yeah.
quarry.
Yep, the quarry is where you'll rescue the trader that gives you the rest of your quest.
What?
She's not really a traitor, by the way. She's an abandoned baby that was left in the desert for dead.
We're not going to talk about these demented, twisted creatures that I wish we could just abolish from existence.
At least they learn their lesson at the end of Act 2. And we don't know how the
Maybe.
rest of the game... Hey, Deem, you gotta remember, we don't know how the rest of the game plays out because right now we only have 3 acts, not 6.
True.
And we're supposed to have 6. So, like, all these people who keep complaining, oh, well, cruel difficulty is so much easier and blah, 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 blah. And they want people to fix that. I'm like, why do you want them to fix that? That's not even supposed to be there. That's a placeholder. What you want is for the next 3 acts to follow the same progression as the first 3 acts. Quit bitching about the fact that we have to do them twice and that the second time is easier. Right?
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, it's early access. You don't, of course, it's literally just a placeholder, though. There's a whole half of a story that we don't know in places that we're obviously going to get to go because once you get to maps, there's snow-topped mountains and passageways and stuff like that we've never seen before that you would assume are part of the story, too, that we just haven't gotten yet.
Okay, so how many acts were there in the first PoE?
The first PoE, I believe there were 5 acts, but you had to do them twice. However, the story changed the second time you went through it.
So 10 total?
Yeah, I believe. I don't remember off the top of my head. I mean, I could load it up real quick to look, but in this game, it's going to be 6 acts. And there's definitely a very definitive storyline, with PoE 1 was very blurry on their storyline, which was a huge turnoff for new users who want a storyline so that they know where their progression is going. You know?
That's a valid point.
So PoE2 fixed that and made a very good storyline with very obvious progression. And that's great, but with the early access, the second half of the acts weren't finished yet. So they released us the first 3 acts in only the first 6 characters when there's actually supposed to be 12. Because what they really wanted was for us to test the end game so that they could see where their end game content was at. But the only way they could get us to levels where we could actually participate in the end game was by running us through the first 3 acts twice. So they created a cruel mode where you just run the first 3 acts twice.
Oh.
And the second time you do it, you get a harder difficulty. But then it means that you're actually, you know, level 55 or whatever, or 60 or whatever you're supposed to be when you hit maps.
Yeah, see, and like, that's the thing that's how it was with Diablo 4, was like, you got to a certain point, then you had to do a capstone to get to the first torment, then you had to get to another point
right.
and do another capstone to get to the next level or difficulty.
Right, but in Diablo 4 that still exists. In PoE2, the cruel mode literally is just a placeholder for what we know are gonna be 3 more acts. Like, they're not gonna make us keep doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that completely. But I was just saying, that was the thing with Diablo.
Oh, trust me, I know all about Diablo 4. You don't even have to tell me. You don't want to know the amount of money you invested in that.
I got bored with Diablo 4. I had more fun with 3 than 4.
I had more fun with 3 than 4 too. And honest to God, you want to know what's hilarious about 4? Is I actually had more fun with 4 at the beginning than I did when they released Vessel of Hatred, because I never thought Blizzard could actually do this, because the one thing Blizzard has always had in their corner is storyline. The Diablo storyline has always been on point, right? Then they do Vessel of Hatred, and I'm like, okay, well, you lost the plot, and you made this character so overpowered, I don't even want to play anymore.
Yep. Welcome to
I mean, in season 5, I had 12 Uber uniques, and you can only get Ubers because they drop. And I'm a casual player, and I've got 12. I had 3 Tyrael's Might. I had a couple of Shakos. I had, like, it was just ridiculous, the drop rates that they put on it, because they were trying to appease the casual audience. Okay, well, technically, I'm the casual audience, and even I'm bored. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Like, you have completely bored me at this point, and then you released us this huge patch. We're expecting there to be a big boss fight at the end, and there is nothing. There is no build-up, and you did a terrible job of explaining why the Spirit Monk is even a thing. And now, I'm not saying that they did the Spirit Monk bad. Everything that they did with the Spiritborn is absolutely beautiful, but they made them so overpowered that, like, playing my sword doesn't make any sense. Playing anything with Spiritborn doesn't make any sense. And if you play Spiritborn, it's just stupid. You're just melting shit. You're not even playing anymore. You're just fucking pressing one button and running through shit. You're not actually playing a game.
Indeed. I will be right back, guys.
All right. Do you want to portal out before you run off?
No, effective.
Yep, he already ran off.
Yep. He's hiding in a corner.
That's me in the corner.
That's them in the corner.
And you remember Deem and Matt. I was a huge supporter of D4, but as soon as I saw the preview for PoE2, I was like, never mind, D4 dead.
I'm gonna grab a water as well.
Oh yeah, please do. And I mean, I played D4 with you.
Yeah.
What was my statement on it?
It was boring.
It wasn't as entertaining. It was just kind of meh. Like, it was like story light.
No, it's literally,
and it's
honest to God, it's an AR. It's supposed to be an ARPG, but all it was a looter shooter.
Yeah. And I wanted more story to it. I wanted more RP to it.
D3 actually had great storyline. That was the one thing that kept D3 alive for 20 years or 10 years. Was it? The storyline was actually very rich, and it
look at
dove
Morrowind.
so deep into the lore.
People still play Morrowind. Good grief! If you want to talk about silly, because it has story, it has purpose. People are.
Do you know what my favorite
Morrowind in Skyrim? Do
you want to know what my favorite game series of all time is?
Yeah.
It's the greatest story series of all time. Final Fantasy.
I know a lot of people who love Final Fantasy.
Nobody tells stories better than Squaresoft. Period. They are the masters of story, and they're the masters of cutscenes, and graphics. Oh my God! How many times have they won the award for best visuals?
Yeah.
For a Final Fantasy game.
And that's one of the things like I liked about Dragon's Dogma is it wasn't as in-depth story as I would have liked, but the mechanics were decent. The play was good. You know, it was fun. I enjoyed that more than Diablo. I enjoyed. What are some other ones I've played recently that I like more than Diablo? A lot of them, which is sad because I played Diablo 1 and loved it. I actually enjoyed Blackthorn Arena more.
My son's first game that he ever beat was Diablo 2. And I can remember.
No, D1, not D2. Start off.
My
on the
son
original.
is 28.
You gotta start off on the original.
Yeah, and he was like 11 when he beat D2. That's how long ago we're talking about.
I know, but you gotta start him on the original.
The original, he was busy beating a puzzle game, Star Wars thing, because he was 7.
Should have made him play it first.
And his dad couldn't figure out, oh my god, funniest story ever. So every day his dad would go to work and our computers were side by side, and back then all I was doing was playing Spades or Scrabble online. But I was doing a lot of it, right? And my husband would be right next to me playing EverQuest because he was massive EverQuest head, right? And whenever he was gone at work, my son would use his computer. My son's only 4 years old, and he had this one really cool Star Wars game that was great for 4-year-olds to learn how to use computers and just learning for 4-year-olds in the first place, right? And every single time my husband would come home after Junior used his computer, Big Bird would be his screensaver. And he could not figure out how our son was making Big Bird his screensaver. It was the most hilarious thing ever. He'd get so mad. I'm like, why are you mad? It's not interfering with anything. And he likes Big Bird. What the fuck is your problem? I don't know how he's doing it either. I don't know why it's happening, but he has figured out how to turn your screensaver to Big Bird.
Well, I mean, when you're a kid and everything is new, exploration and discovery is your thing. You explore and discover.
Right. Well, look at my son now. I mean, he's 28 years old. He's got a degree from the University of Michigan, but when he logged into PoE2 for the first time, he's like, solo self-bound. I'm going to do this all on my own. Kid's been independent since the day he came out of womb.
Not a bad thing.
Oh, no. He's my pride and joy. I mean, all my kids are my pride and joy, but that boy is the one that's the most like me. Oh. Soft spot for that kid. He cracks me up. Although we disagreed on football today, which is great.
Is that a forgivable travesty that he disagreed with you on football?
I was rooting for Notre Dame, and he said he would never root for a rival of Michigan. I was just like, I don't care that Notre Dame is a rival for Michigan. I care that they're playing against the SEC, and I'm completely sick of the SEC claiming dominance over everyone and saying that the Big Ten is overrated. So I'm not rooting for any SEC team this year, period. And he said, well, you do have a point there, because everybody thought Alabama should have made it into the playoffs, and then Michigan at 7-5 beat them in the bowl game. So fuck them. No, you're wrong.
All right, I'm back.
And my son's graduated from Michigan, as you all know, so.
Nice.
I'm sure that makes him very biased against them, right?
Well, it makes them very biased against Ohio State and against Notre Dame, as am I.
Yeah.
But at the same point in time, I'm more biased against the SEC right now because I'm sick of their attitude. That nobody can ever be as good as them. That's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous statement, and this year is actually proving it to be fact. The only SEC team that'll be left after next week is going to be fucking Texas, and that's not even an SEC. That's not even an SEC team. They were a Big 12 team last year. The only people who could hold the candle for you was the team that you stole from somebody else.
Of course.
All I'm saying.
That's the way you do it. Steal the best, become the greatest. Just check out Rome.
Well, everybody thought that Michigan cheated to get their national title last year. And I'm like, really? Because nobody's stealing science? Because that's not, like, actually every coach's job? Come on.
No, Michigan didn't cheat. Alabama.
No, they were just the fucking best team in the entire country last year.
Alabama just made stupid plays.
Whoa, and what did they do against Michigan this year? Because that was a fucking debacle for Alabama this year.
I watched the game last year.
Last year on January 1st, we beat Alabama in the Rose Bowl. This year on December, actually, in the same year, 2024, on December 31st, we beat Alabama in the bowl game. So we started the year and ended the year exactly the same, beating Alabama.
Did that make you feel good?
Probably not for Alabama fans, but it makes me feel great.
That's why I asked. Did it make you feel good?
Yes, it made me feel fantastic. I never thought we were going to win that game. I never thought we were going to beat Ohio State. I was totally content with the fact that we beat Michigan State and at least won the in-state rivalry because I expected it to be a terrible year this year. What Michigan did this year was fucking fantastic. And Sherman Moore is guaranteed at least 3 more years at Michigan, and I'm glad about it.
Nice.
Cool.
So, looks like down this way, unless we want to just clear the map.
And hilariously, Ohio State just whooped the pants off of everybody, but people still want their coach to be fired for losing to Michigan because that's how big that rivalry is. He could win a national title, and there are still going to be people who are mad that he didn't beat Michigan.
Because that's what really matters in life.
It is what really matters. That is the game. It's called, literally, the entire football world recognizes it as the game for a reason. The only game that matters. And we have fired coaches for not beating Ohio State before too. So it's a sick obsession between Michigan and Ohio State. It is a sick obsession, period.
That's been made pretty clear. Oh, Matt, you know what this means? We're gonna have to fight her again.
I hope Ohio State doesn't fire their coach because we're really good at beating him 4 years in a row. Playing.
You just need to switch your fandom so you can get your voice heard more, so that keep them in place.
What? Right, because being a Detroit Lions fan makes me quiet right now. There is no NFL team that has happier fans right now than the Lions. But we waited 60 years to be cocky.
Enter the mine.
It's a mine. A mine.
Could you imagine being the worst team at anything ever for 60 years straight?
I mean, just ask the Jets.
Ooh.
The Jets have actually won a Super Bowl. We have never. We've never even been to one. We won our championships in the 50s when they were just called championships and there was no such thing as a Super Bowl.
Yay, level.
We've had Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson, Matt Stafford. We've had greats, but we have never, ever even made it to the big dance.
Look, it's not what you know, it's who you know, okay?
I know Detroit. What does that say about me? I even grew up there. I mean, come on. You know, Eminem is the same age as me.
Failed to create resource. Yay,
And I'm actually,
game crash.
my husband is actually related to Bob Seger.
Nice.
Do you need to check integrity of game files?
I hope not, because I uninstalled it and reinstalled it yesterday.
What about drivers?
All my drivers should be fine.
Oh, stop it.
I did the Windows restart yesterday, I think. Or not yesterday, like day before or something like that.
We're just south of you.
PoE2 can have issues with the latest Windows update, but you can subsidize it by lowering... What?
I said it is an issue.
Right, but you can go into your GPU and lower the settings a little, and it fixes it. That's what I had to do. I lowered my GPU output for PoE2 by 15%, and I run fine ever since. I never get sick.
I'm running medium graphics on this game.
I'm just saying that that's what I had to do, and I am an alien, so...
Evening, Angel. How you doing?
Angel.
My computer should have run it, but it wasn't.
That cocking of the crossbow is like, it gets me every time because it's not a crossbow noise. That is not a crossbow noise.
What are you talking
That sound
about?
effect
Yeah,
is nothing.
absolutely
with a crossbow.
every crossbow I've ever used goes.
Really?
Yeah.
How many
Absolutely
crossbows have
every
you
single
used
one.
in your life?
None. So I'm not lying. Every single one I've used goes.
No. That's what I expected you to say when you said that. I just verifying so everyone watching knows
Someone
exactly
just
what
leveled.
that means.
That was me. More
Checkpoint
dexterity.
this way.
If you get galvanic shot, you would do more damage to them when I drop my curse on them, by the way.
I don't think he.
When I get what?
Galvanic shock, the electrical shot. When I do this, they get weak to lightning.
You don't get that till a little bit later, I think.
That's not what I want.
He's about that level. Might be a couple off, but I know it's close. That's why I'm mentioning it.
Oh,
galvanic shock is
shards?
basically yeah.
Oh, I have that one.
Okay. See? It was close.
Yeah, I don't...
Electrical shards. It does electrical damage.
It's a very long
Not
reload.
ice shards.
Oh,
electric
yeah,
shards.
okay.
It's like the shotgun, but you do electrical shards.
It's a very long reload. It's like 2.5.
I do have it. That?
I didn't see it. Yeah, that one. You do that one, when I put this down, you do more damage. I make things weak to electric. You see that?
Yes, indeed.
So it says they're resistant to it, and then I curse them and they're weak to it. You can tell when they have the debuff on them because you'll see the red lightning bolt symbol.
I mean, there's a lot of information in this game that is really not very well.
Absolutely there is.
Oh, so what you're saying is that in a sea of bodies, every single one of those bodies has this tiny little icon at the very end of its health pool that doesn't actually say what it does, but means something. Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh.
There's also a UI element you can use to turn it on to know when they have the debuff on.
That's fair. I see like a little triangle circle thingy on over their heads.
Yeah, that's a rune of debuffing. Some description. But yeah, like the information.
I did see the red lightning bolt thing for a second before one vaporized, but
Right, right. Yeah, they've got
well,
so
it's
many
more a thing to
awesome
consider on bosses. That when that shows up, that's when you want to make sure you hit them with it, because they will take a lot more. So it's easier to talk about it now than when we're in the middle of a boss fight, being like, okay, no, right? It's a little less stressful killing hordes than a boss.
fair.
Yeah, so in my little red area, I know it's hard to distinguish mine from enemies, but in mine you will regenerate a little bit faster than normal. It's not a huge amount, but it's a little bit.
This is the boss.
Yeah.
hey boss.
You'll burn, not against scum.
Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane.
Hey, look, she has a red lightning bolt on her. That's why I
I
mentioned
see
it.
that. Hey, fuckhead. Don't shoot your fire shit at me, bitch. Hey, no. No. Bad boss. Bad engineer.
Bad boss always works. They will totally listen.
Bad!
Oh, I see what that mark is? It's like a circle with 3 lightning bolts around it.
Yeah, that's the curse.
And she did.
Talk to the defector.
After the other one screaming.
That curse has become absolutely amazing. All right, Nem, there's some stuff for you.
Yeah. Oh.
I must travel light.
I gotta
I'll drop it for you when
back.
you get back. Well, I grabbed it so that I can just give it to you there when your space is empty.
That's fair.
Whoa!
What up, Pisces? Thanks for the lurk.
Oh, you got that one. Welcome in.
How can I advise? Go.
Stashy.
So, DM,
No.
Yeah?
I haven't crashed.
I know, I wasn't gonna say anything because I didn't want to make you upset. Because that means you're gonna get to talk to Cruel Fang, and you know, I'm sure it's just it should. I'm sure it'll just be great.
Just wonderful.
I'm not sure how much I want to stream this particular game anyway, so...
Yeah, but is this the only game that's having that problem?
No, it's
What?
not.
Why are you magnifying my... You're doing a terrible job of coloring.
So it's
Right?
an ongoing issue than.
Hi. Little Roblox player.
We're pulling out the big insults now, aren't we? Oh, robot player.
Ugh, right? So
All right.
insulting.
I'm good.
What are you guys talking about?
Nothing.
Are you are you guys making jokes about me calling my granddaughter a little Roblox player?
Yeah.
Yes.
Young one.
Absolutely justified, but she's also 8, so also absolutely justified.
Everything's justified.
Seriously, what else are 8-year-olds playing?
I mean,
I don't-
Grounded.
Stay inside.
Wanting to play Lego Star Wars. Let's see what else.
She likes to do puzzles, and she likes to do a lot of art. And my youngest daughter is actually an art major, so there's art in the family. I always encourage that.
Quickie. I can wait.
Damn, if I can get my son into painting again, I could actually start trying
That
to
is
paint.
one of him. There are a couple of hymns in there.
One night.
Where is he?
get him in it.
That is green.
I don't know where he is. That's just his screen and his face.
Wait, what?
Who? This guy?
No, my granddaughter is asking questions about actual Diamond X because she can see his face. I believe he is somewhere on the East Coast, and other than that, I don't know. Go back to your bed. He posts everything in Eastern time, so I assume he's somewhere in my time zone.
Actually, I don't post it in Eastern. I lately post it with a time insensitive or time correcting aspect so that it's in your local time zone for anyone who sees it.
Oh, okay. So you're like in Kansas.
So I like the fact that I have that now because I can just post it and Matt knows his local time, even with time zone change garbage. He knows what time we're doing things instead of dealing with the fact that there's 4 different time comparisons between him
Oh,
and
do
I
you
at
not
different
have
points
time
during the
zone
year.
changes, Diamond X?
Oh, we do.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Matt has to deal with 4 of them between him and I, because there's 2 where he is in Australia and there's 2 here at different times. So there winds up being 4 different times during the year.
That's
So-
fair. Okay.
It's absurd.
Okay.
I
So
hate
just
time
so you
zone
know,
change.
I played a game called Tribal Wars. Back before it became pay to play or mobile. Back when it was dots on a screen in a web browser, and you wrote your own scripts. And I used to write my own scripts.
Yep.
And I was a guild leader, and we actually won World 3-2, Mod War. Woohoo! Anyway, winning that world literally took 4.5 years.
Yeah.
Because it is a 24/7 game that does not sleep. They do not care if you're asleep. They will attack your villages and take them anyway.
I mean, most games are like that.
And in Tribal Wars, you could only have it in that particular league because every world is different. We could only have 40 members in a tribe. So it's 40 members trying to take over 1,200 people.
Trader's Passage.
Which means it takes a really fucking long time. And
Yeah.
That's valid.
I'm still friends with, and that was 10 years ago, at least 12 years ago. I'm still friends with a ton of people that I made through that game, even enemies, because if you are devoting that much time of your life to a game, and we're all in voice chat together all the damn time, you're inviting them into your living room. They know everything about you. You know everything about them.
Yep.
It might be the internet, but that doesn't make them any less friends of mine.
Hello,
They are
Spider.
some of
So the internet
greatest
means people
friends
are
I've
less
had.
real people?
Hey,
No,
look,
they
they can't
are
put
real
anything on the
people.
internet this fun.
I'm joking.
Okay?
I'm joking. You know that. Like, that's the thing. Like, you can literally see that I'm a real person. We know you're a real person. It's like, and that's one thing I've always laughed at. Some people who are like, well, friends on the internet aren't real friends. I'm like, why?
Bullshit, they aren't. Bullshit, they aren't. I gotta.
They may not be geographically capable of assisting you or doing something, but that doesn't make him any less friends. I mean, Matt's on the other side of the globe, and he's a friend.
My
If I
friend.
could, I would do anything within reason to help you.
Oh, I know.
No,
And that's the thing.
I was the Duke of a league, and my co-Duke was this kid named Phil, and literally he's a kid. He's like 15 years younger than me, so he's a kid, right? And he's my co-Duke, so we had to make all these political decisions together. He was also a poli-sci major at the University of Minnesota at the time. So I'm in my 30s and he's in his early 20s and he's still going for college. And not only are we leading this fucking band of rebels in Tribal Wars, but I'm also reading his term papers for him and telling him where he screwed up because he's got me double checking all this shit. You know, like, and then when he finally came out of the closet, when he was 26 years old, he drove all the way to Michigan just so I could meet his very first boyfriend. And that was the first time we ever met in real life. But that's how much our relationship meant to each other. So you can't tell me what's real and what's not.
Oh, I agree.
Look, everything's
That's why I
real,
said I think
okay?
it's funny.
Everything.
And just like you know, everything on the internet's always true.
That's right.
And neither one of us was getting catfish. We were just real people, supporting real people. And yeah, it could have easily been a cap. I've flown to Texas twice. I've been all over the country actually, meeting people from the internet, and there are plenty of times where I could have got catfished. Do you know how many times I've been catfished? Absolutely zero.
100.
Because whenever I actually met a friend that met enough to me for me to take that travel, or for them to take that travel, neither one of us was disappointed. We got exactly what we were asking for. You know? We found a really good friend, or whatever it was that we were looking for. I had a bunch
We
of
tend
internet.
to not make a commitment like that if you don't know the person either, because it's not like you're just driving down the street 2 blocks.
No, it's not easy to make that commitment, but when you've been playing a certain game with someone
that's what
for
I'm saying.
3
Like,
years,
it's a lot less likely that there'll be problems because it's been a while. It's not just, you know.
yeah, they're not doxing my granddaughter, they're talking to me. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So no,
And
I mean, I've had
like, there's a difference between meeting a random person online locally, that there's no commitment and something happening, and actually taking the time and effort to travel someone to meet them. You're not going to do that for a random person. You're going to do that for someone that you've gotten to know.
Oh yeah.
right, but you're still putting yourself in their hands when you go to them.
Oh yeah.
As opposed to them coming to you. Which is like, why, if you guys are in at least any kind of close area, you want to meet at a central location, right? But there are instances where your greatest friend online is someone very far away, so you have to actually travel. So you travel. My point is that, my mom, the first time I ever flew to Texas, she was just like, you don't even know these people. And I'm like, no, but Mom, I kind of do. She's like, but they could be anybody. And I was like, and I can be anybody online too, but I'm just me. That's who I choose to be online. So I'm going to take it that they're just fun
I've actually
online.
noticed that online, a lot of times people are more
more
who they
than-
are because they don't have to worry about the in-person
Absolutely.
save face.
You're more likely to be yourself on the internet than you are anywhere else because you're not being judged. And anybody who would judge you is very easy to ignore because it's the internet.
Right?
So you can figure out who your people are. So my whole point to my mom was, yeah, well, if I go to the bar down the street, I might meet a really cool guy and get a drug slipped in my drink and be raped all night. How is it any fucking different?
It's probably more likely actually doing that one.
I'll take 13 roofies, please. 13.
Well, I'll take 13
Yeah, you're in the
roofies
military.
too. I mean,
It
as
goes
long
out
as
for
I don't
free.
have to remember the beers I drank. I'll take 15 roofies as long as I get 15 beers because I don't want to remember the hangover I'm getting from the 15 beers.
That's right. See? At least someone knows.
I'm just saying that there's risk in everything with human interaction, including the internet. And you have to, as long as you've weighed the risk, and you know
I
you're
can create a virus and send you a link and have it infect your computer if you want.
I promise we won't be friends anymore, but if you really want, go ahead. I was kind of hoping you valued me a little bit more.
Oh, I do. But my point is, I said I could make one myself.
Right, no, I'm just saying that like, I think that that's how most people view internet relationships.
Yep.
Like, I've been friends with my friend Alex for 12 years because he was my enemy in tribal wars. I conquered him. But his tribe and my tribe also Well, we were funny because his tribe and my tribe, even though we were at war, we also had an open chat between the two tribes for when we got drunk on Friday nights.
Don't mind us. We're just having weird conversations and great
No,
conversations.
seriously, this was the most hilarious thing. Is Alex and I could not stand each other. Like, we literally could not stand each other. And then all of a sudden, one guy comes in one day to the joint, and we're conquering each other. Like, we're literally at war with each other in the game, and we didn't like each other outside of the game, right? And then this one guy comes in one day and says, there's no such thing as a funny Jew. And I have a long time comedy background because of where I was raised, and he's Jewish, and we both joked on him and are like, are you fucking out of your mind? They're the funniest people on earth. Are you, like, serious? It was the most hilarious conversation ever, and him and I have been best friends for 15 years since that. And we hated each other up until that moment. But it wasn't because he was Jewish and because I wasn't. It was because I was at war with his tribe and trying to take over his territory, said he hated me.
There we go.
But then all of a sudden he was like, no, take my relatives. We're going to fight a bigger war together. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It was...
I mean, there's a reason they make this statement that there's no enemies in the trenches next to each other. You may have not liked each other in boot camp, you may have not liked each other in, other things, but when it comes down to it and, your life is on the line, you're going to help each other out because...
Damn right.
Well, my favorite meme ridiculous. It was also
my favorite meme of all time is, what's his name? It's... I think it's like a Leonardo. I think it's not Leonardo DiCaprio. It's another guy that's laughing, and it's like,
your favorite who?
When military talks shit about the military, right? And then it's got another one where it's like a two-picture thing. So the first one is when the military talks shit about the military. It's got everyone laughing. And then, like, when civilians talk shit about the military, it has everyone up in arms ready to throw down. It's great.
No, like, seriously, first of all, I don't know any civilians ever that would speak ill will for any of our soldiers ever. Otherwise, they are not friends of mine, and I don't talk to them anymore because it's a ridiculous statement. I'm more of a BYOB system of a down kind of person. Why do they always send the war? This is ridiculous. Politicians keep starting wars that nobody wants to fight, but it's always the soldiers that have to fucking actually die for the top. It's absolutely ridiculous. Whatever happened to the day when kings went into battle? Anyway.
They learned that it's more fun to be a tyrant than a servant.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. And even in the United States, we still have tyrants because our presidents don't go to war either. I'm just saying that I don't know anyone who would denigrate a United States soldier, or any soldier, for that matter, for their country. There was a kid.
I mean, I've heard people doing it to North Korea, but that's talking about them defecting.
Right. No, there actually was a kid once. So I have a very strict policy in Tribal Wars chat where we did not talk politics or religion.
Oh yeah.
We're there to play a war game. We're not there to push religion. We're not there to push war. We're not there. We don't talk about politics. We don't talk about religion.
We don't talk about
unless it's in game, because obviously there was a lot of in-game politics going on. If it had nothing to do with in-game, we don't talk about it because you can't. Period. If you're fighting a war, you don't have time for politics. which is where people like you, Nemesis, I would assume agree. Well, we're in the middle of a war. We don't have time for if Bush or fucking Obama sent us here. Who cares? We're here. Yep, you're there, and it doesn't matter. You have to deal with now, right?
Exactly.
So that was always my point. And I was like, in religion, I just think doesn't play any part in war whatsoever, other than instigating it. So,
I am a lover hater. I am an instigator. Oh, sorry.
Exactly. So there was one kid this one time though that said, I don't know why we celebrate soldiers so much. All they do is go off the board and kill people. And we had this other admin in our group. Stop. No, I totally defended you. And this other woman who was like this total hippie from Canada typed in and said, "Are you out of your goddamn mind? Our soldiers are the most celebrated people in the entire world." Like, and she went up, and she's this total hippie, anti-war person ever. And she went off on a lecture on him and said, "You don't understand. They're willing to sacrifice everything that we want just for us. Yes, we celebrate our soldiers. They don't pick the wars. Our soldiers will always be celebrated because they're the ones willing to fight them when the rest of us bitch about them." And I completely backed her 100%. And I said, "This is why we don't talk about these things here, you know, because you're gonna piss off even the biggest hippie in the group if you talk about soldiers, right?"
That's right.
You don't.
I will say something I thought funny.
He was like a senior
Growing
year of high school. He was just a dumb kid, and he didn't realize what he was saying, and he got schooled that day.
Yep.
He got schooled hard that day.
Yep.
Well, that's one thing I was going to say. I thought funny during school, like at the end of high school, a lot of the kids were signing up for National Guard. They're like, "Oh, they'll pay for my way to this, that, or the other," and then they complain because they're being told they have to get sent somewhere, and it's like, but you agreed to it by accepting the.
My husband's National Guard, or was National Guard.
Don't agree to the deal if you can't agree to the deal.
No, my husband was National Guard, and the day he was sworn in, my dad posted a picture of him being sworn in. My dad was so proud of his son-in-law. There is a deep pride in serving the United States military, and we're all liberals, but it doesn't matter. When you serve the United States military, that's a completely different thing.
Yep.
Nobody is against the military. Nobody is against the soldiers that actually fight.
No one's against
Politics
the grunts. They may be against the politicians who are higher ranking.
There are a lot of people who believe a lot of different things when it comes to politics. But nobody hates a soldier. Are you kidding me? They're soldiers.
Galvanic shards. Upgrade. Yay, level 6.
So thank you for your service. No.
Thank you. Mucho appreciated.
I have no points.
No, for real. I'm not.
100%. Greatly appreciated for that.
I will always be grateful to my soldiers. And also that dog that I was talking to you about that I inherited, his owner who committed suicide served in the U.S. Armed Forces. It was after he came back.
I have actually been surprised at the amount of veterans that come into my channel. And I don't mean that as a negative.
Where the fuck is...
Like, I enjoy them coming in because they act like decent people. Unlike some of the other people who've...
Where the fuck is our favorite, or our biggest one? I don't want to say favorite.
He's been with family for the holidays. So kudos to him. Be with family.
kudos to him, but he's been missing for a lot longer than the holidays. I think there's something.
I know. He didn't message me back for a while, but he messaged me back today saying he's been gone because he's been with family.
He messaged you today?
For a while. Yeah.
Oh God, that's all I needed to hear. I just wanted to make sure he was still alive because he was so depressed.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. Like, he messaged me today. He messaged me today saying that he's been with family. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm telling you. Like, he's been with family. It's a good thing.
If King J messaged you today, then if King J messaged you today, then I feel a lot better than I did when I woke up this morning.
I'm a big supporter of the 22 a day and the Chill Valhalla projects that are going around.
The what?
So there's a 22 a day group that are the Chill Valhalla project that are both against veteran suicides and fundraising and all that. So basically 22 veterans a day take their own life.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I knew that. It's terrible.
And then there's an even larger amount that become homeless every day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, I am very much say they need to be told that they matter. And that's part of it, is that they go off and serve, and then there's plenty of people who tell them they don't matter. And so it's like, it hurts.
Yep. They would never find that here.
My ex-wife, before we were married, she used to work at Walmart, and she used to have this little. It's one of those clear like document holders behind her actual Walmart badge because she had her liquor license, and she had in front of it, she put my basic training photo in it, and she had someone ask her, how does it feel to be married to a child killer?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh no, it took all she had not to go off on this lady. She had to have her manager finish ringing.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'd have been fired from my job in a heartbeat.
I would have been fired. If it's a good manager, you wouldn't have been fired. They would have just told the person to leave.
No, see, because I grew up, okay, well, since you've been a soldier, I'm sure you have your things, but I grew up on the east side of Dearborn, Michigan. So I grew up in the heart of Arab America. 99% of the people that I grew up with are Muslims. Now, the vast majority of them are all legal immigrants that came here and got their citizenship, and I'm going to school with them and everything else like that. And they would do anything for this country because it saved them from a war-burdened country. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay, so these are actually people that I value, and every time I hear somebody say the word sand N-word, I will lose my shit. I'm on a short fuse like that. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. Stop categorizing people that way.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Because that is not how all people are. Extremists are extremists. And we have them in all
forms. That are that category.
And you would be amazed at how many people are not that way.
Oh yeah.
From Muslim countries. Like, they came here for a reason. They wanted to get away from that shit. You know? Like, so my first kiss was with a Muslim boy. What does that make me? A dirty whore?
Wow.
I mean,
you called yourself out. You called yourself out. Just kidding.
I'm just saying, like, it's but now I live in a small town farming community, and a Muslim recently bought the liquor store, and I worked at the gas station. And this one day, I'm back in the back where no customers should ever go, right? I'm in the back, stocking the cooler, and this guy comes up to me and says, "Hey, you guys got any Coke back here?" But the Coke truck had never showed up, so we did not have any Coke. And I was like, "No, I do not have any Coke, and why the hell are you back here?" Is what I'm thinking, but I didn't say the second part. Like, no, we are straight up out of Coke. They won't be here until tomorrow. They're a day late. And he looks at me, he goes, "Great, I'm gonna have to go down to that Sand NIDDR place just to get some Coke." And I whipped my head around so fast, and the look on my face. This is a guy who's a grown man, and he's back out of the cooler away from me. Because if I had allowed my mouth to go up, oh, I definitely would have been fired. I was just like, he's just a guy down the street who bought a liquor store that was up for sale. He didn't do anything wrong to you. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right?
You don't get to call name. You're the asshole. You're the one name calling.
Where's
what? With me.
I was just wondering why the lady ran away, because we were trying to do the mission, and I'm like, but we got to be here for the mission. Why are you running away? Oh yeah, the boss lady.
Do you want to know why the greatest song by Death Roll Toll was Aqualung? Because if you actually listen to the song, it sounds like it's a song about a pervert. But what it actually is a song about how society views the homeless. And how unfair it is. And how...
What song?
Aqualung. By Death Roll Toll.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
1971.
Looks like killed everyone.
It's a song about how we view the homeless and we view the poor without ever giving them a chance. We just assume that they're perverts and disgusting and that they're scouting out children and that they're standing on street corners. We never consider what brought them.
I mean, you mean not everyone has a free or a white band that says free candy on it? Oh, well, I'm doing it all wrong then.
I'm just saying that, like, I grew up in East Dearborn. I spent my high school years and all of my 20s in Ann Arbor. And I actually had a reputation at the diner that I waitressed in, that if you were homeless and you came in on my shift, you could get a free cup of soup and a free coffee. And it's because I did do that. I would pay for a free cup of soup and a free coffee for any homeless person that came in. Out of my own.
They have a
The company didn't do it. I did it. I did it out of my own tip wages.
Hey, there we go.
And I'm still famous in Ann Arbor for being that girl who is willing to give a cup of soup and a hot cup of coffee on a cold day to people in Michigan. And I pride myself on that. I might not have been able to do much on a waitress's salary, but I could at least give them a free cup of coffee.
Oh, great. Statues.
But it's also shocking the amount of human beings that are homeless that are actually Army vets.
Ma'am.
These people fought for our country.
Sorry, lady. It just fits because we're doing a lot of lightning damage. It was too fitting. Because right when you said that, lightning struck.
Well, it's really sad.
It is. It was just saying the
my stuff
timing with the.
It's also really sad that people think that.
But
it's
selling,
also really.
People are sad.
I was gonna say it's also really sad that
Matt?
people think that the only homeless worth saving are Army vets, because all of us, so many of them are there because of medical debt or because of.
I don't like the ones who choose to stay there. The ones who are there by not their choice, that's different.
But there is no choice once you're
Not
there.
here, not now.
How do you get out of it? How do you just get up and get
Oh,
a
I get
job
that,
when you
yeah.
have no car, no home, and no address?
Oh, yeah, no, I get that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of them, you're absolutely right. At that point, it is. But
Yeah.
There is a
there are some who
devastating.
choose to, when offered, not go for it either.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, now you're talking about drug addicts and everything else, and that's a whole different.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to be clear. Like, I'm not
Can
saying
you get me some milk?
Yes.
none are, but I literally offered to get,
Yes.
like, I didn't have cash. I would take the guy over to get him food. He's like, oh, I'm not linked over there, so I can't do that. I'm like, you're not going to go over there and let me buy you food when you're saying you're starving, because I'm not going to just give you cash.
My husband
like,
takes people out.
Really?
My husband takes people out to dinner all the time. I'm not even kidding
Well,
you.
that's what I was saying. Like, I was going to give the guy food, but it's like, I don't have cash. And he refused because he didn't want to go over to that area because the manager had been mad at him one time or something, he said. And I'm like, but I'm literally saying I'll give you food. You just have to come over there so I can get it.
My husband takes people out to dinner all the time. Because if they need food, then he will give them food. He will not give them cash, but he will definitely take them
that's
out to
different.
eat.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was about to say. Like, so I hear you there. And it's sad that there's some people who won't.
But at the same point in time, I'm a smoker, and if I pull up to a stop sign and he looks at me and I'm smoking a cigarette and he goes, hey, can I bum a cigarette? I almost always give him a cigarette because that's nothing off my back. It's just a cigarette.
Yeah, that's different. I mean,
I'm not giving them cash. It's the same as food, except for, different, but still. I'm giving them a commodity, as in giving them the expense to spend it on something worse.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was saying. Like, some people who are there are demanding the actual cash, and that's sad because it's like, okay, no.
Oh yeah.
No.
Well, yeah, sure. If you want to come over and paint my garage
the thing's
while
good,
you're at it.
but right? I've actually heard that there's some people in New York City who act like they are because they make a six-figure job.
Yes.
Doing that on the subways and stuff.
No.
And it's absurd. It's absurd.
I'm going to tell you right now that spanging is a very lucrative way of money.
No, yeah.
So
see, that's
when I was 17 years old, I no longer lived with my parents. And within a year, I found myself pregnant. That's how I had my son. But living off the streets, especially in very particular towns, can actually be extremely lucrative.
Yeah. And like,
I only did
the ones
it
who
for,
don't
like,
need it and
8
take advantage of it is not cool either.
I only did it for like 2 or 3 weeks because I was never out of work. I was an excellent week.
Oh yeah.
So that
but if you need to and you can, that's different.
But it also changed my perception about who is actually asking for money. Like, when you see a group of hoodlums, what you would call quote-unquote hoodlums, together, spanging for money, are they really hoodlums? Like, think about where they came from. What is their home life like that they're actually on the street doing this at 15 years old?
Yeah.
Right.
And that the only family that they have is other 15-year-olds. Like, they were not, they're not there by accident. They're there because something at home makes it worse than being on the streets spanging for money.
Oh yeah, no, I get that.
So,
That's,
everybody
that's
wants to
bad.
call, these hoodlums, they're doing all this shit and defiling our city. No, they're
Hey, stop
actually
being a
not.
hoodlum.
They're begging for help. What they're doing is begging for someone to care. And the only people that seem to care are the people around them, which are other kids just like them. So, like, the idea of, and yes, they can turn into gangs and they can turn into violence and everything else like that, but they can also not. Because we can do things
I see. Yeah.
to change that.
All right. Prep. Boss fight.
Nice.
Just saying.
You good?
I'm coming.
No, it's fine. I just thought I'd check.
The whole idea that they're there because they're trying to scam a system, though, even though at 15, no, they don't even know how to scam. I mean, they're learning how. They are definitely learning, and they're learning fast.
Yeah.
But that's not what drove them there in the first place.
No.
And the idea that it is
This guy is resistant lightning.
a racial issue, it is ridiculous. I was a poor white kid doing the same thing. You know, it's a monetary problem. It's a financial problem. It's not a color problem. This is something that's happening to everyday Americans all the time. Why are you dying so much?
Who? What do you mean?
It looks like Dean died a couple of times. I don't know. It could be my screen.
I don't think I died. I mean,
And now you guys look
damage.
like you're lot. But I don't know.
I'm trying to make sure I keep his electrical resistance off.
Well, we know how much you love fighting Jamanra.
Shh. I don't. I literally have to respect.
I promised Matt, or I made Matt promise that he wouldn't tell you. But after that day when you fought Jamanra like 19 times to finally get to Act 3,
You beat him the first
you're
time.
yeah, like, but you kept dying, so it took like a gazillion times, because it was when you actually fought him at the end where he kept cutting up, and then you fall into the sand, and then you die. Like, I beat him on the very first try, and I told man, oh my god, don't tell him.
I know. But then I whooped the one where you're like, I can't beat him. Like, it's so interesting just how different.
This is so frustrating to me.
Oh, man.
Did you get my message?
Huh?
Oh, I was
Did you
talking to
get
my
what?
husband. Sorry.
I didn't get your message.
I messaged
Neither did
my
I.
husband about the stash shop sale. Everybody shut up.
Alright. Back stairs, I guess?
My granddaughter just told me not to be rude.
Yeah, then you said
Yeah, Graham, don't be rude to us.
I'm so sorry I was being rude to you guys.
So it should tell you to travel back to the.
There's an alien on my computer always. It's an alien.
Yes, it does.
Okay, here you go.
And it says use the
There's a
desert.
stash capsule going on right now.
Okay.
how is your computer like? How does that work?
I thought we have dash tabs.
Yeah, it was going to do 2 more for the guild if you're up to it, but I got to transfer it over to you. And we can wait until, because I'm sure the sale will go through the weekend, but there is 1 or 2 that I would like to buy for myself.
Oh, we got you from.
Yes. I went and got sweets.
Shrine of Bones? Did we?
Always on
Where was the Shrine of Bones?
It's not my fault. It's Grandma's fault.
I'm sure it is.
You put it
It's
on
fun,
the
that's what it is.
I put it on the table away from dogs, and the dogs got it anyway. It's totally my
Where do
fault.
we go
Why
next?
put it on the table?
So can Flora, as she bounces around like a little
Trial.
butterfly.
Okay, use the desert map to trial.
The trial is the Ascend to Power
Yes.
is a different one than the actual main quest. That is one where
You're
you
way
go
too
and you test
excited
yourself
about milk.
and you improve your character, picking a archetype essentially.
I don't care if I just step.
Okay.
Below that, you have the Trail of Corruption, where you have to retrace the steps to
Okay.
build the horn, and then below that it tells you 2 steps to rebuilding the horn.
Holy shit. I have a lot of shit. I have 3 steps.
So I would suggest doing the Mastodon Badlands first,
Okay.
and then working your way southwest.
Well, the refrigerator door.
So I have Keth, Mastodon, and Valley.
Yeah, so I'd do Mastodon, Keth, and then the Valley of the Titans.
Okay.
Ow.
I don't know if we can do the Ascent to Power together or not.
Yeah.
We'll ask Lady when she's back, but I'm pretty sure we can.
You can do.
Welcome.
You know what,
Try to chill for a minute.
Said you can do it together.
You can. Do we want to do that?
Why not?
It makes it both easier and harder at the same time. Because in order to complete it, all of you have to keep your honor.
Flora, I'm not kidding.
So
Oh.
if one person loses their honor, you lose the run.
Do I need to put in
Got it.
So that part makes it harder, but then you've got all of you doing the thing, so...
Where's my phone?
Well, I'm good with doing it together if you want to, Matt, but if you'd rather not, that's fine too.
I don't know, I'm just... either way is
That is
fine
good
by
to
me.
know.
I'm up for either. It don't matter to me.
Right now we're back in the Mastodon
Yep.
Valley.
No, my computer.
I would recommend, if you do want to do it together, everyone be at least 25, if not like 28.
Okay. What are you at right now, Ned?
21.
8, 7, 3, 8, 8,
22.
Wow, that was quick. What a level.
Right as I said 21, I hit a level.
Quality timing. Oh. Hello.
Hey, hey, hey. I'm not the one you want. This aren't the droids you're looking for.
This is not the Nem you're looking for.
That's right.
Your Nem is in another castle. How many other jokes like that can we make, you think?
I have no idea.
And I my name, follow him in heaven.
Alright, I'll just have to knock you out.
That could be fun.
Or I'm gonna knock you out. Ice Cube taught me.
Ice Cube taught me.
Wow.
Just trying to get my granddaughter to go to bed.
How's that going?
I turned on Ryan the Dragon. She'll be asleep in an hour. But she told me that she wouldn't go to bed just because I said so. So I said, well, I'm going to knock you out then. She said, no, you won't. And I said, Ice Cube taught me how. Little, my age joke that you guys won't get.
Stream bought us okay, fuck it.
This is just one of those moments where I'm older than you guys.
No, you're all good. We're laughing about the bot fight.
Well, imagine having that boss fight against one of your own children, Dean. How well do you think you stand a chance?
Oh, I mean, I have boss fights against my children daily, so I mean...
Exactly. How often do you actually win them?
Fairly often.
Or does it usually end in a compromise?
No. No, my willingness to compromise is so minimal. My wife gets frustrated that they listen to me better than her often because I don't compromise. And so they don't try to work for compromises with me because they know the answer is actually going to get worse if they push to compromise. If they ask nicely, there might be a deal. But if they try to just compromise or get what they want or anything like that, it just gets worse.
No.
Yep.
I will fully state this is my home, it is my kingdom, this is a tyranny, not a democracy.
Case in point.
Oh, no. My kids knew all that too, but they also knew that if Dad got involved, shit was about to get worse. They were better off dealing with Mom.
Oh yeah, that's what that's what my wife tries to use too, and they know that if I get involved, I'm not budging. It is what it is.
I mean, to the point where, I'm not even kidding you, to the point where they are full-grown adults and they will call me and ask me for things. I'm like, I don't have the power. Why aren't you calling your dad? Well, can you just ask him for me?
I get
You're
that.
28 years old. You can't ask your own dad yet? But, shit happens.
There is no, go ask your mother. What does your mother say?
Right?
Oh, I will do that if they don't want to listen. I will do that knowing full well that she will say the exact same thing they're just told.
Oh, yeah, no,
And
well...
then they get in a position where we both said the same thing, and they're just...
dumbfounded.
Really,
She said...
There's no way for that to play.
Yeah.
That's right.
It makes them even less happy. In a good way.
Right. No, I mean... My kids used to try and do that, and then they figured out real fast that would just get them in more trouble with their dad when they did that.
Oh, yeah.
So then it was just, okay, we only ask Mom.
But do you know what? How much more that puts on mom? Like,
Is there
we
a
don't
problem
have
with
enough shit already? None of my kids have lived in my house for years. I can still tell you what all their favorite foods are, which brand of underwear and socks they prefer. You know, like, moms know way too much information about even adult children.
My mom probably would say she doesn't anymore for me. Should probably say to defer to my wife.
Well, my husband's mom would definitely say the same, but she's passed away.
Well, if she hadn't, would she say it?
She still would have deferred to me, but she didn't actually raise my husband. Her ex-husband did, so.
Well, that's different.
But neither would he, because he lived with us the past year until he died. So,
yeah.
I don't know. But in my family, I totally understand what you're saying. Like, my mom probably still knows what my brother's favorite shit is. And she definitely still knows what my favorite shit is, so. But we have an ongoing thing in our family where moms always buy the kids socks for Christmas, period.
All right.
No matter how old you are.
An area? I mean, yeah. That's understandable.
At a certain point, you stop getting presents because you're just too old, and now we gotta buy presents for kids and everything else like that. So you stop getting them. But the one thing you will always get in my family is socks for Christmas. Everybody gets socks from their mom at Christmas. So we try to stay up to date on the socks.
Well, there you go.
That's fair.
It's something.
And everybody also always gets...
Yep.
Everyone also always gets a calendar for the next year. And I try to pick out their calendars based on their personality.
Oh, speaking of which, I need to put mine up.
There are great calendars out there with all different kinds of things. My dad got me a calendar one year that was 12 months of fun facts about spam. Greatest calendar I ever had, because I put it in my office. I put it in my office.
You know, that has very different connotations these days than it used to.
Yeah.
Oh, but that was part of the appeal, because that was even included in the calendar. There was a month for that. There were great facts about spam every month, and because spam was actually created in World War II to feed the troops.
Yep.
Yep.
It was a wondrous food product that actually made the armies move during that point. But the whole calendar was fun facts to spam, and at the time I was a lab technician for a recycling facility, and my main job was to bring in the samples from full tanker loads and then test them. So I would have to deal with the truck drivers all the time, and I had this awesome calendar about spam. It was like the greatest talking piece ever for these truck drivers.
Yeah, see that.
I have a Warhammer 40K calendar that I need to put up.
Yeah, I could see that. No, I'm not surprised by that.
Hey.
Last year I had a Taylor Swift calendar.
She's a Swiftie.
No, well,
Right.
mildly, but
I got my finger over the ban button. I got my finger over the ban button. Let me know if we need to click.
no. I'm not necessarily. First of all, I'm not a huge fan of her music, because that's not my thing. I'm a headbanger, but
Yeah.
I do think that she's a wonderful person who donates a lot of money to charity and does a lot of great things. But no,
Favorite
actually, I
team is
ended up
Kansas City.
I think that no, I'm a Detroit Lions fan. Get that fucking out of your head right fucking now. Anyway, don't you mess with my Lions. I'm sorry. And I am big on football. All you have to do is ask Dice. But
I was gonna say you're a Kansas City Swifties fan.
no, I am not a Kansas City Swifties fan. Although, if Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift got married, I think that would be beautiful because they seem like a very right couple. But that
Taylor
has
Swift ever
nothing
get
to
married?
do.
I doubt it.
But that has nothing to do with where my football loyalties lie. Do not ever question my football loyalties. Ever. Anyway. No, I got a Taylor Swift calendar because we kept forgetting to buy ourselves a calendar. And we were left with either Taylor Swift or I don't even remember what the other one was, but my brother-in-law took the other one and we kept the Taylor Swift. And my granddaughter thought it was amazing, so whatever. It was a really cute calendar, though. She is a very nice woman.
She's just got a blank space and she'll write your name.
Honest to God, she is like that. She is very generous and very heartwarming in what she does for people. Her music isn't my thing, but her personality and what she chooses to do with her success is very my thing. I like her a lot in that respect. I have a great respect and admiration for Taylor Swift, despite the fact that I don't like her music.
What,
Because
your
her
song
height.
is it? Whatever her song was?
If I had a song, it would probably be Loser by Beck.
Jesus.
I'm just
So
kidding.
were you the chimpanzee or the monkey?
Well, in the time of chimpanzees, I was a monkey, so, you know. I just quoted the song there for you, buddy. Want to test me again?
So did you have the, what is it? Did you have the weasel or the flag?
I'm going to tell you what. You know what I got for Christmas?
Your two front teeth?
Floor seats.
Your what?
I got floor seats to see the 25th anniversary tour of Disturbed Down with a Sickness in 3 Days Grace. That's
I hate
where I'm at.
Now, you need to be nice to people.
Shh. Not when they
Not when they buy
say they have certain tickets that I want. That's alright. I'm gonna be getting Trivium and Bullet for my Valentine tickets.
Oh my god. I went to a music festival. So, for the past 3.5, 4 years, I've been full-time babysitting my grandkids 5 days a week so that my daughter can pursue her career for obvious reasons, but also because her husband left her, so she's had to do it alone. Right? And 2 years ago, as a present for me doing all these things, she took me to incarceration in Ohio. And incarceration is a music and tattoo festival that they do every year in Ohio.
Wait, what part of Ohio?
They do it in the middle of Dumbfuck, Ohio, because they do it at the prison site where Shawshank Redemption, the movie, was shot at. It's literally shot at the defunct prison grounds. And when we went, it was probably the biggest incarceration they ever did, because we were there for 3 days, and they had 3 headliners per night, on top of like 30 other bands. So the first night was Korn, Papa Roach, and 3 Days Grace. The second night was Breaking Benjamin, Evanescence, and Falling in Reverse. And then the third night was Disturbed, Lamb of God, and Caesar. And those are just the headliners. Because I also
I've seen
saw
Lamb of God twice. They're great.
Lamb of God is great. On top of that, they also had I Prevail, Sleeping with Sirens, Theory of a
I saw I Prevail in
Deadman,
Hellstorm last year.
Spirit Box, Jelly Roll was there.
Jelly Roll, Spirit Box, Cordy LaPlante is hot.
Sick Puppies was there. Evanescence had my daughter in tears. I mean, like, it was the greatest music festival I've ever been to in my entire life. And I'm going to tell you right now, out of all of those bands, including Disturbed, including Lamb of God, including Evanescence, including all of them, there was one band that I was there to see for the second time, and they still sold the show. I mean, they stole the entire motherfucking concert. You know who it was? Korn. Korn is so fucking amazing live. Nobody puts on a better show than Korn. I've seen them twice, and if I got the opportunity to see them a third time, I'd buy fucking tickets in the front row again, because they are just absolutely amazing live.
I wish I would have been able to see Spirit Box and Gojira with Korn last year, but I wasn't able to.
Korn was just like, in the first time I went and saw them, I actually bought tickets to see them at Pine Knob in Detroit. And I bought the tickets because Alice in Chains was opening for them. So I wanted to see Alice in Chains. I wasn't even that excited about Korn.
R.I.P. Lane Staley.
So I went to see Alice in Chains, but then Korn gets on stage, and they were just so freaking amazing, and I was falling in love with them. And then my daughter, who has anxiety, made us leave early. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? If we get out to the parking lot and I have to listen to Freak Out a Leash from the car, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And sure enough, by the time we got to the car, they're playing Freak Out a Leash, and I'm listening to it from the goddamn car.
Uh-huh. That's
Right?
usually how it goes.
Right? But then when I went for the festival, by the time Korn got on stage, I'm in the third row because, bitches, I was fucking raised in the 90s. Elbows. I will push my freaking way there. And they were just as good all over again. It was amazing. But yeah, we bought the Disturbed tickets because even though I've seen them before, I've never seen them indoors, and my husband's never gotten to see them at all before.
Oh, Disturbed put on a good show when I saw them.
Disturbed's a great show. The only problem with Disturbed is they're such a great show, they sound exactly like their albums. Like, that's literally how they sound. Disturbed puts on such a great show. David Draymond is such a great singer that they sound exactly like their albums. Like, there's nothing special that you're getting out of live, so it can almost be like, oh my god, I just heard this in the car on the way here.
My first time seeing what is it?
Sound of
Disturbed
Silence.
Was a great show. I don't remember who played with them. But
Probably 3 Days Grace. They pour a ton.
No, it wasn't 3 Days Grace because it was recently.
They tour with 3 Days Grace all the time, though. That's what I'm seeing them with.
Yeah,
They've been doing it
wasn't
for
them
years.
that year though.
Uh-oh.
Who did you see them with then?
Shit. It was. Look up their tour. I want to say 2023. Yeah, it was their tour in 2023. I don't remember who it was.
Okay, I'm looking it up right now. Disturbed tour 2023. Because 2022, they definitely toured with 3 Days Grace, and I know they did that back in 2022. Oh, 36, Take Back Your Life. 23, Breaking Benjamin.
Was it Breaking Benjamin?
Yeah, they toured with Breaking Benjamin.
Yes, it was. Yes.
See, when I saw them at the festival, Breaking Benjamin was there too, but the sound was awful for Breaking Benjamin. Like, they must have, I don't know what happened, but the sound
Breaking
completely
Benjamin
fucked up
put on a
because you
great
couldn't
show when I
even hear him singing. And I liked Breaking Benjamin, but I couldn't hear any of it. It was ridiculous. The sound was so messed up. But it was an outdoor festival and it was raining, so that's to be expected.
But the first time I saw Lamb of God was with they had Animals as Leaders open, which they sucked. I'm like they have great music. Don't get me wrong, but
right
there is the Do
like
we pass
yeah, it
the
looks like
bosses on
they
this?
just suck life. Do what?
you saw Disturbed, Breaking Benjamin, and Theory of a Dead Man.
I was asking if we passed the boss on this.
I have not seen the boss at all yet.
Yeah, I think
we will
Matt
put
just
across
said.
the area.
Okay. Matt knows where it's at. Just pay attention. You should follow Matt.
I figured that you would just clear him, so I just followed you.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
basically what I'm doing.
I was gonna say you should be just clearing. You need the levels.
Not leveling very quickly, even though I'm clearing fairly quickly.
No, Breaking Benjamin was amazing, except for that we just couldn't hear them. And we were staying in an Airbnb and had to fight traffic, so when we realized after about 5 songs that we couldn't hear them very well, we jetted up early because they were the closer that night. So we're like, well, we can't understand anything that's going on, so we're getting the fuck out of here before traffic, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then we came back the next
Any
day.
event, you want to beat traffic. Like, that's one of the things with your love of football that I have to deal with around here some, is that there's some football fans around here and they'll go to the games and stuff, and you do not.
No, but
You do not
okay,
want to be
well,
on the road
but the
anywhere near those.
The closer the very last night was Disturbed, and nobody left early for that. I mean, 90% of them were there to hear Disturbed. It was the biggest band that was going to be there that week. But the biggest surprise for me, Nem, was Seether.
Yeah.
They are so fucking good live. I was absolutely impressed. Like, I like Seether, but they were not one of the bands that I was actually hyped to see until I saw them. They're so good live. Oh man, they're so engaging with the crowd.
Oh yeah. I got to see Alice Cooper last year with Rob, or this year with Rob Zombie.
Ow!
I have not gotten to see Rob Zombie yet. I want to see Rob Zombie so bad.
I wasn't impressed this year. I saw him like a couple years
Just
ago.
stay alive.
Yep.
The elephant got me, and then their stupid orb fired off and killed me. So, while I was trying to heal. So, I'd already drank my potion, and it was healing. And yet, their death orb of firing.
I had that earlier.
My daughter got to go and see God's back earlier this year, and I was so jealous. because I still haven't
To
seen
see who?
Godsmack, and they're in town all the damn time. How the hell have I not seen them yet? What's funny is when my daughter told me she was going to see Godsmack, and I said, well, you better bring your daughter back a t-shirt. She's like, why did you say that? It's like, because every time I'm in the car with her and Godsmack comes up on my playlist, she tells me to turn it up. She's a big Godsmack fan. Buy her a damn t-shirt. She might not realize it, but Grandma does.
You guys are doing good. Keep it up.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to see Disturbed this year because it is the 25th anniversary of Down with a Sickness tour. And if they're going to play their entire first album, I'm going to be fucking there. Period. Because guess what? I was fucking there when they released it. You know?
Hell yeah.
Caster's about half health. So is the elephant.
How do you revive?
Together.
What the hell?
You don't. You have to
You
wait
have to
for
click
somebody
and
to
you
do
have to
it.
sit there and wait.
You have to
gotta
hold
wait.
it down on them.
Yeah.
I tried, but it wouldn't like do anything.
You have to sit there and do it, and if you get hit, you get
Oh,
interrupted.
there we go.
So you gotta interrupt it. Don't worry about it. Stay alive. Take them down. They'll keep interrupting you because of all the things they have going on. So I appreciate it, but don't worry about it, man.
Yeah, it's way worse than D4. It's way harder to revive someone.
Kitty, he's in the middle of combat, so I will talk for him in a friendly manner. I think he will be completely understanding and want you just to get feeling better.
Yes, indeed.
Ooh, what?
Oh, I was making an assumption on Nem's part and admitting it was an assumption.
Oh, I didn't even see Kitty's comment. I actually thought I didn't read the chat. I'm like, why are you talking to your cat about Nemesis?
Oh, are you serious? Am I out of health potions? Jesus
Yep.
fuck. This is gonna
You're out of swigs. You used them all up.
suck. Kitty, I hope you have a great night. I'm surprised you lasted this long.
Exactly.
I mean, considering when I saw you say you had to cancel your stream
Yeah, that
because you weren't feeling good. Hey, you're a trooper, though. See, I looked at Kitty and I died. Just kidding. No, that's fair.
Lady, I don't have a cat.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't know what you're talking about. You talk to my cat all the time.
I know. I'm messing with you. Like I always
That
do.
sounds so wrong.
Not that cat. Jesus. No, I didn't nail that.
Nam.
What?
Nam, nam, nam.
And you
Loki
actually
likes
talk to my cat.
Loki
You
likes
even
to
know
talk
his
to us.
name.
Yeah, no, I know. Loki likes to talk to us. He types to us on your keyboard fairly often.
He will walk all over my keyboard and send you guys weird shit all the time.
Matt's the MVP. Matt is the MVP.
Facts.
Mouse hunters at the breed. I mean, I would call him a demonette of Slanesh, but I
Yes.
feline, demonette of Slanesh, they're about the same thing.
Uh-huh.
I've been convinced that cats are the purview and creation of Slanesh.
I have a I have an all black cat
Matt wins.
that I named Lucifer.
That took a while.
Because she is a cat from hell.
We have
A
3
rare
magic
treasure.
items. Marketh Cuirass, Layered Gauntlets, and Broadhead.
Broadhead quiver. And I can't get the mastodon tusks.
You should have got it.
Why? It won't let me pick them up.
That's weird.
That would be why. Okay.
Yeah, you need space in your inventory. You might have to.
What?
My head still hurts and
Yep, I got it.
Hey, lady.
What do you want?
My wife said to ask you if this means that your Christmas lights are down since you're on. Because you used your power strip for your Halloween decorations. So she's wondering if it's the same thing for Christmas.
Quickly.
I didn't hear her respond yet. Yeah, she's on voice too. Do you want to hear her? I mean, I can give you this and you can hear her if you want. Yep. That happens, especially when you're unopened.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm caught up with Katie's chat.
That's Nemesis. Since you haven't heard their voices. And then we have Matt. You've heard Matt before.
Now is not the time
Hello.
for
And then there's Lady.
I'm not sure. Oh, she's.
Yeah, she may have stepped away for a minute. I just turned it a little bit for you since you have one ear. It's harder to hear.
that. What?
Okay, you're done.
Full mana. A lot more evasion rating. Roll the dice. That was not worth it.
I think I already have level 7, don't we? Do you guys need any level 7 skill gems?
Do I need what? Level 7?
Yeah.
I mean,
7.
I just got my first one.
Shut up and take my loot. Alright. I'm gonna have to call it here since I need to get sleep before the kids wake up. If you guys want to keep going, you're welcome to. I don't know if it will allow me to leave or if it will end the stream together. If I do,
It will probably end the stream together.
That's
that's
what I was
fine.
inclined
I'm gonna
to
do
thinking.
the. I think I'm gonna do the same myself.
Okay. Well, thank you all for being here. Be sure to join us all next time for more fun. Chaos
Of course.
every time, in every way. We'll see you guys next time.